No, okay.
Oh,
Welcome,
there we go.
everybody, to Descent into Scinparta, a campaign where a bunch of people get together and make fools of themselves on a regular basis.
Oh, you trying to think of your
Joining
tagline.
me
Look at that.
tonight,
That was cute.
I'm trying some things out. Eventually we'll settle somewhere in the middle.
I like it.
I don't know. Joining me tonight are our adventurers. I guess that's the best title I can come up with for them. We have our half elven druid, Alynore.
I'm excited to see what Russ has in store, and if he's gonna
I'm
kill
excited to kill you guys.
Right?
That's
we
what
have.
she said 3 times today. She's like, I can't wait to see how Russ kills us tonight.
I worked really hard not to kill you guys. That is, I worked really hard. There's a way out of this, but we'll see how you guys play this out. We have our human ranger, Firentis.
Hello, how are we doing, my friends? I'm very excited to definitely shit on a god.
We have our Earth Genasi sorcerer, Rothnito, and local sociopath.
Not if I kill him first.
The race is on.
Oh boy, okay. And
like
our
where this
dwarf
journey-
fighter, newly mutated, Borlin.
I can't be hard as stone, but I can be hard as wood, and my wood is hard.
Perfect.
Wow, just
yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Hell yeah.
All right, guys.
Stand up, you
I
all.
believe. I think that brings us over to a recap of our episode from last week, because this is our second week in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
And I believe,
Exciting.
Fluffy, you are our designated recapper.
You know, I would like to start off by saying that this is a lot easier job to do when I can listen to the previous episode before I have to do it. And I would like to blame Potato Thumbs Podcast for not putting the episode out. If they could get their shit together and do that, then I can do my job.
Yeah, weird. Also, it's always on YouTube for anyone who wants to go watch it anytime they want. Anyway.
Okay, sorry, jokes aside. We left off at session 5, where we found ourselves in a magical grove with a dead ogre who was pretty dang easy to fight, and a bunch of goblins. We looted them. We walked around. We went for Mary Poppins 2.0. We
Successfully.
we took Firentis's awesome gloves and Kickboxer tied his boots to his fist with my rope and jumped off of the tower that we were on. He discovered that opening his hands allows the enchantment to work and fell slowly to the ground. Gracefully, you might even say.
Thank you.
We decided after we worked really hard not fighting the goblins and ogres, but looting the goblins and ogres, it was best to take a rest. So we did sleep overnight at Rocky and Polly's house. We found out we ate some of the fruit. I know, I'm just gonna die. Like, we're gonna start this and Russ is just gonna be like, and Rothnito dies of a heart attack.
Yeah.
It was really cool though in this magical grove. Like, we ate some of the fruit and we healed a bit. I tried to force some more fruit down my throat and threw up and lost the hit points that I gained back. The fruit was cursed and actually started withering outside of the grove, but when we brought it back into the grove, it made itself better again. It became new and fresh and edible. Eleonora slept and met with her demon friend. She told him at first that she would only give him her blood, that she was not willing to sacrifice others, but as demons do have their way, he to use the blade on his enemies, and then she doesn't have to worry about losing her own blood. She can just spill the blood of others. And she was like, okay, you bring up a fair point. And so they already kind of had a deal going, but to really make it official, because, if there's something that we all have learned, it is best to sign contracts with demons. She signed a contract with them to really make sure that he absolutely is going to hold up his end of the bargain with all the fine print on the contract. Arthas, Arthas, right? Is it Arthas, the demon?
Yeah.
Arthas.
Yeah.
Arthas, yeah.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, I
From
fully
Northrend.
support this. Honestly, I'd much rather have us take the fun path than the sensible path. Elynore now has a warlock feat, and by signing this contract, she did gain powers. So, and warlock powers at that. So, I think that's pretty rad. We walked into a glade. In this glade was a monstrous tree, and we saw movements, we saw shadows, we saw an ancient spear and a colossal figure. He was dead. He had a giant spear through him, and he was oozing out black tar. We noticed there was a celestial power radiating from the figure. It seemed to have been a fallen god. Obviously, Borlin, being the one who really takes in all the information before he acts, immediately started walking towards the fallen god. He started seeing visions as he approached it, and he even attempted to speak with it. Vemir, the fallen god, the god of winter hunts, the lord of all hunts, some say, was there, and he allowed 3 questions to be asked, right? Or answer 3 questions.
5 questions.
Just 5.
Yep, 5. How to kill the Koche. Only Borlin knows this. Telling us that seasons will blend together. Or telling us that to kill the Koche, we need the seasons to blend together, and there is a debt not forgiven. Or something of those sorts. How to end the blight. He said, the tree is my death given roots. The lake remembers the true winter.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't write down what the other ones were, so obviously Borlin was not paying attention while he was speaking.
Long walks on the beach.
Yep, more questions were answered. I have 2. They said 5. Who's really right? We're not counting.
Who knows?
And he definitely said, "Take the spear out of my chest." So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Borlin was like, "All right, dude, I got you." Grab the spear. His hair turned silver. He got cursed vitality, which means he's immune to fire and something else.
vulnerable to fire. I got turned into wood.
Yeah. So roots start attaching to the spear, and branches start growing off Borlin. And more ooze is coming from the holes. So obviously,
to stop. Yeah, that'd be a real good point to stop. But yeah, that's where they trick you.
That's not
where
what
they
heroes
trick you.
do.
Yeah. So seeing that Borlin is slowly, drowning in the ooze, I ran to the tree to try and pull him out. It turns out I cannot pull him off the tree. No, that didn't.
Yeah, Rothnito does not pull out. Confirmed.
Yeah,
I
did not.
pull off.
But on a good note, I got disadvantage on stealth checks going forward from the blight. So I mean, that's
A win's a win.
Wins the win.
I feel like I came out of that pretty good. I didn't achieve my goal, and I got something that just hangs with me. Anyways, seeing as how I couldn't pull him off,
A win's a win, a win.
and Borlin was still turning into a tree, I decided to help him. So we gave it a good heave-ho, and we yanked that bitch out. Vemir screamed, kind of like a little bitch, if you're asking me.
Agreed.
And we got blown out of the radius of Vemir.
I love getting blown.
Love it.
He was lifted into the air then, the body of him, almost puppeted by the tree. Vemir grabbed the spear out of the air, and he pointed it right at us. And Russ said, "All right, guys, I've had enough of you tonight. I'm going to bed. I seriously cannot put up with this anymore." And that is where our session ended.
Actually, his exact words were, Yeah, his exact words were, "We were supposed to go to the town, and you guys didn't even make it halfway there." Between Mary Poppins and taking this detour,
We were living on a prayer though, so we had that going for
Yeah.
us.
we did.
Living
we're-
on a prayer.
We're closer than we were the day before. That is
Mhm.
progress.
We think.
I still blame Russell for
Progress
putting a
has
dead
been
god
made.
on the ground, because I'm gonna go look at it, because I'm stupid like that.
I expected you to look at it.
Right.
Uh-huh,
Right.
uh-huh, uh-huh,
It's
uh-huh,
an interesting thing. I
mean-
really
Well,
should have anticipated that you would touch it. That
Well, then I
that's
would
on
talk to
Yeah, I
it.
was gonna
I
say.
talked to it
me.
first.
That's on me. But talking
Hold
to
on
it,
there.
I expected. I honestly did not expect you to go. Looks like a good idea to pull this spear out.
You should know your players better.
I really should have seen that coming.
Yeah.
I apologize to you
Look,
guys for not seeing
yeah.
that coming.
Yeah. Also, I just want to remind everybody who's watching, this is my first D&D campaign, so everything's super important, and I'm not dumb, I promise.
100%.
I've been doing this for years, so I think to me you look pretty stupid right
Well,
now.
well,
So
everything
I was
you're doing
telling-
is storytelling. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was telling this story to Lindsay, and even Lindsay went, and he did the stupid thing, right? He was like, she was like, please tell me he didn't go and pull that spear out. And I was like, he absolutely 100% did.
Sure did.
Hey, you know
That's
what, though?
fantastic.
It was a great story.
It
So much more
really was.
entertaining than meeting some traders or
Oh,
getting cool
100%,
gear or
yeah.
anything like that.
we already have
Disadvantage
good
on
stuff.
Just saying.
You know what though? Like I also ended up with a staff and a backpack that can put 900 pounds of stuff in, but only weighs 5 pounds. Like I feel like it was a very productive session.
Yeah.
Last session.
I 100%
Yeah.
agree.
It's good.
Russ got to do a lot of talking because of
He did.
our decision making, which was great.
This is true, and you guys know I love to talk.
What?
I will say this. I thoroughly enjoyed Russell's on-the-spot descriptions
Oh,
that were
they
happening
hot.
because of what I did. It was great. It was a very
really
good job,
was great.
Russell.
Thank you. Are you guys ready
To kill a
to
god. Yep.
start the session?
Get some
Wait, we're
stretches
not-
in, boys.
We're not playing
on.
rivals.
Hang on. Let me just there we go.
All right. I'm ready now.
Ooh, do we roll for initiative right off the bat? Or
I think so.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, we'll see. All right.
Towering and crowned with a tangle of black antlers, his body a patchwork of desiccated muscle and bark, with vines stitching the torn flesh like sinew. One arm ending in a jagged branch and the other in a sickle of bone fused with amber-like resin. A new god stands before you.
Oh.
His chest
Naked?
remains split open, empty, yet lightless vines coil in the cavity like a womb of rot.
I like it.
He points his spear at you, the symbol of his own death, the symbol of his birth. And the air tightens like a drum stretched too thin. You feel it across your eardrums as they nearly rupture with the presence and the force before you. The corpse shudders violently, its limbs jerking like a puppet cut from its strings, and a long, wet gasp spills from his gaping chest cavity, now a hollow wound seeping brackish sap and winter black ichor. And then there is silence. Deafening, eternal, mocking. Roots coil, bark thickens over divine sinew, The tree grown through and of the god tightens around the body like a second skin. Where once was a dying god of winter, now stands a towering figure, gnarled and monstrous, crowned in twisted antlers and draped in a tangle of vines like funeral veils. Eyes open. But they are not the eyes of that god. They are the eyes of the forest.
Alynore, this is all you. Good luck.
Roll for initiative. Hang on.
Yeah, you're a druid. Talk him down.
Okay.
No pressure.
No, I'm right. No pressure.
Do you know each other?
We come in peace. I'm trying to think of how to start it. See, does it? Are you okay?
Yeah, free dusk, and in so doing planted me deeper.
Does that sound like a good thing?
Don't think it is.
Flesh of winter, marrow of death, and now the root drinks deep of both.
That doesn't sound good. Borlin, how are you looking?
I'm hiding behind Eleonora, like just kind of.
Oh,
Right.
and also at this point, Borlin, I need you to take 2 levels of exhaustion.
Two levels of exhaustion.
Yeah.
How does one do that?
Should be like up in the top
There's-
right.
Exhaustion. Oh, there we go. I have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Let's go. How do you? Because he looks like fucking weird, right?
Borlin?
Yeah.
He has
I look
claws
damn
where his
sexy,
fingers
dude.
used to be.
Yeah, yeah.
He has silver glowing eyes. There are thick black veins growing across his skin. His beard is no longer hair, but fingers of roots.
Are you
And
still in there, buddy?
Sexy.
Is it still you?
Sexy as always.
All right. I was worried. That was pretty crazy shit. Are you like bonded to this thing now? Anything?
I try to feel inside of myself, not feel myself, but feel inside of myself to see if I can get some type of connection with this new god.
Have you opened the feat in features and traits?
I did open
Okay.
it.
Ooh.
So
Let me go back to that. Yeah, the blighted touch or blight touch corruption. Oh, you know what? I didn't read the whole description. I read what the spells were. I didn't read the whole thing. Hang on.
you should definitely read the whole description.
Okay, give me 1 second. I feel like this part of the campaign might have something to do with me. So let me just hang on really quick.
Hey, Firentis.
Yeah,
At least it's like he's wearing clothes now.
that is nice. I mean,
He's not just naked under that armor.
for a dwarf, like not a bad body, but yeah, this is definitely an improvement.
I feel like the bark at least makes it less hair, pale skin.
Yeah. Does the armor like stay on the outside of this new stuff, or is the armor gone?
The armor that
Borlin's
Borlin is
fancy
wearing?
anti-P armor.
Yeah, he still has the armor.
Okay.
His skin is bark-like, rough, weathered.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, his eyes are like I can't look away from them. You know.
There is a small root, like a very obvious just the singular root that seems to be growing out from between the chest plates.
Oh. Not
And
as
it's
exciting.
kind of dripping this black ichor down his armor.
Is the armor cleaning it?
No, it appears to be sullying the armor.
Oh,
Do we got to prune them?
that's a good question. Also, Rothnito, it's like a come here handle. Like he can't get away from you anymore. You literally just pull him by the front.
Or if we need like firewood, we could just chop a
Just
little
keep
of them off
chopping.
and
Yeah.
just stay warm for the night.
What if he's just invincible so we could just throw him in the fire?
Oh, that's a really good idea. Maybe we don't work too hard on changing them back.
Yeah, I agree. Also, there's a fucking god standing right here. I guess we should probably...
Yeah, well, I know. He's like trying to find himself or read like 7 books or something. I don't know.
That's true.
So-
we all have journeys of self-discovery.
So, Borlin, as you take a moment to assess for the first time, right, since you have been blown up, you feel those changes to your body. And you do indeed, firstly, you feel a blighted creature. And it is a strange combination of both celestial and corruption kind of mingling together. And you feel his presence in your mind.
Okay.
You also feel like you guys are surrounded by just a shit ton of blights. Everywhere.
Because we're in a blight forest. And things in the blight are bad. And we know that now. Blight, bad. Dark forest with blight things, bad.
Good.
Dead god on the ground with a spear sticking out of his chest, bad. Okay, I got it.
He's beginning to believe.
And in fact, as you guys, all of you take a moment to kind of look around, you see that the trees themselves seem to be curving inward.
Yep. Yeah.
Almost as if they are bowing.
A demon lady. Is it something that he cooked for me, or do you see these trees kind of coming inwards too?
No, they're bowing.
But it looks like they're bowing to the god, correct? Like more than...
Correct.
Okay, just making sure.
Should
Want to
let-
be cocky and be like...
No, they're not bowing to you.
Yeah, they're bowing to Borlin now. Oh God, we'll never live with him now.
god of this forest.
Right.
Just walking in front of him. He's right behind me, isn't he?
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Should we bow too?
I kind of want to just like right before I talk to him, I want to tell the rest of the group. So this is me talking to you guys.
Yeah.
I feel the creatures around us. And as I look down at myself, I say, I feel the blight inside of me.
Ooh,
Close to my heart.
that's not good.
And then now's not the time for I told you so. Now's the time to look at the god.
Right. So here's what I'm
We're
thinking.
gonna have to kill him
Like
eventually.
yeah. We'll come back to that.
Don't
But
worry about that bridge.
Yeah,
when we
yeah,
get there.
yeah.
And as a matter of fact, as you're thinking this thought and you're conveying it to your party members, the god takes a step forward.
I bow.
Each movement creaking like dead wood bending under snow. And he points his spear. He kind of swivels the spear over and points it very specific in your guys' general direction, but more towards Borlin. And he goes, "You are mine, though you do not yet understand it."
I guess I will. I guess I'll go. not creature.
Mr. God.
Your Eminence.
Celestial, celestial of the forest. Why do you appear? Why do you appear in front of us now? This body has been here for who knows how long.
You may call me Vaimrul, the Hollowed Thorn.
Open the notes.
You pulled this spear, midwives of Rot.
Did he call us the midwives of Rot? All
Definitely
right.
did.
Sick.
You have borne me from this god's flesh. In being his vengeance, the blight, corruption touched. Did you hope for mercy? Redemption? The god you pitied is gone. I wear him now. Cloak and crown, meat and memory. It tilts its head, sap dripping like tears from one eye socket.
Team.
I mean, he's been dead for who knows how long. We never met him. We didn't know him. What do you?
Yeah. We,
Why do you? I ask. Why do you appear before us? What are you? What is it that you seek?
Oh, yeah. Good question. Political beliefs, you know?
Others have staked their claim upon your souls. Celestials, infernals, their scent cloud you. For now, I allow it. But you are already mine. My spores hide in your lungs. My root curls in your blood. When your dreams turn cold, then you will know. Your breath is my breath. Your shadow, my root.
I think we
Who
should
do you think
sacrifice
has claim
Borlin.
on our? Who do you think has claim on our souls?
my soul's already claimed.
There's a couple
Between
things that got claimed in our
Lady
soul.
over here.
Yeah.
One demon is enough for me, okay?
I wanna step forward, just take like not like a threatening step, like a respectful step forward as I'm addressing this god, and then I want to go down on one knee as I address him and say, if you have the memories, then you know we are not your enemy in this moment. I know your hatred, and you said that you wanted revenge more than anything. Would that not be the Koshe?
Borlin doing things.
Cold as winter's night is my hatred for this enemy. For this reason, do I proclaim you heralds of my coming.
What would you have us do as your heralds, or what are your intentions with us?
Go, tell my name into the world. Speak it.
Veil.
So that
Veil room, right? Yeah, okay.
Vaimrul.
Vein rule. Thank you.
Oh, I put Vame root.
I put vein room.
I was
V.
way off.
Veymruel.
Thank you. Vaimru.
I really like the root part. I
Yeah,
thought it was,
that was good. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, Vame Root makes way more sense.
The
Yeah,
root.
no, it was a great idea, Russell. That's a great name.
Did
You're
you
a
not
great
work
person.
on this at all?
Yeah. You know, there's just like the root of all evil. You know, that kind of thing. You know, really fun.
Actually, vein root would be much better, but that is not what I came up with. So
Well, he wants to
Uh,
vain
it
rule
is-
the world, so it makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
Vein rule the hollow thorn.
Hollowed. Oh, I put
No, I
hollowed
wrote
root.
Hollowed Thorm.
We
Man, that
are.
was
We're the
way off.
best. Well, if it's not one world hungry bastard, it's another these days. What do you know? All right. All right. Borlin, as you were. Sorry.
If we go and speak of your coming, will you let us live?
Go, frost bearers, carry my silence into the world. Let the forest remember your warmth before I take it from you.
Keep going. You're doing good.
I don't want to mess this up.
You're
I don't want to mess it up.
You're doing so good. You're the best.
It as it says this, it turns.
Oh, so it's definitely indication to get the hell out of there.
Not with malice, but with the solemnity of something ancient and inevitable. The trees bow lower in its presence. The glade seems to sigh. And then the god is gone, swallowed by the dark wood, but not forgotten.
All right. Well, that's over. The town?
Yeah, that was fun. Let's get out of here.
All right, good. Yeah. I'm sure that's not going to have any repercussions, and it'll never come back to haunt us in any way.
Is the spear? Does he still have the spear? Did the god walk away with the spear?
Oh yeah, he took the spear.
Oh, dang it. All right, okay. That's fine. That'd be crazy if he just left it there. That would be wild.
Did he say that his reproductive spawn was in our lungs?
Yeah, I think so.
He most definitely did.
Yeah, we definitely swallowed.
And guys, I think more than just swallowing, I think he's growing inside of me.
Oh my!
As I'm like,
Mazel tov.
Yeah, I think he's growing inside of me, and I don't think it'll end well for me if it's not taken care of.
Yeah, we should really figure out something. Again, we need to go to town. I mean,
I say we try. I say we try burning them and see if we can burn the bark off.
I don't like that idea at all. I don't
What
think
if it
that's
works?
a good idea.
You
I
have the fancy armor.
yeah, if you
I have
bleed,
the
it'll clean
fancy-
it up.
Yeah.
yes, but
No
the
mess.
armor doesn't protect what's on the inside if the fire's on the inside of the armor.
Armor protects what's on the inside. That's the point of
That's
armor.
what armor does.
But if
That is literally the point of your armor.
If the fire's inside with me, it's not good.
Are you wood everywhere now? I thought.
I just want to lift up my the top of my armor to look at it and show everybody. 'Cause-
Ellen,
As you lift up that section of the armor, you actually see it is first of all, under the moss that was the fur that made up Borlin's chest.
Beef-like.
You see growing from it this blackened tendril, and there's a bulb that is growing out of his chest with a screaming face.
What are you gonna
And
name
from
it?
it grows the root that you saw piercing from his armor.
I want to name it Vermul Jr.
Vermul Jr. Yeah, I thought you were gonna go with Bartholomew.
That's a good one too. But if it's Vermul Jr.,
Vermul Jr.
instead of the hollow of the root, he's the hollow of my heart.
Yeah, Everywhere the light doesn't touch is your kingdom.
Hey,
I'm glad we
Alynore,
can laugh about this serious thing that's happened.
Yeah.
do you have any healing spells to heal this this Groot knockoff?
Oh fuck! Sorry.
I don't
Every
think
once
I
in a
have
while, I
anything.
just shout out, "I am Root."
I am rude.
I am Root, and I tug on my root beard.
I don't have anything to help him with this.
I don't
That'd
know,
be
guy.
probably a pretty high experienced healer of some sort. Maybe in the village they have something?
and
DM.
Yeah.
If I cast a spell out of combat, does it take a spell slot?
Yes.
Dang it.
I think we might want to get going though. Whatever we do, because I really don't want to be here when that god gets back, and if he sees us here, I think it might not end so well for us.
You're still here? I told you to get. You get.
And all of a sudden we get a boot and get launched further, get launched out of the forest into the town.
All right. I head out, get to town, see if they have a healer, whatever we were originally doing. This is a lot to tell. Like, I feel like we're not reacting how we should, but I think we're all in shock right now. I'm sure at some point we're going to lose our minds.
I mean,
Yeah.
we've had a demon with us for days now. You think a tree is really that big of a difference?
It's kind
As a
of.
matter of fact,
We kind of made a
mean, it's
god,
just
you know?
It's just added wood.
Alynore, you hear
Here it
a
is.
whisper in your mind.
You just had to say something, didn't you?
I'll be right back. But I'm listening.
What does it say?
You promised me blood, my dear. And I can sense through you the blood of a god. All you need to do is rest that blade within the blood and let me take a little taste.
My instinct tells me that I want to stick out my arm and do that, but it's not my choice, and I feel like because I'm thinking that, it's probably a bad decision.
Well,
And
I'm
you
pretty
don't know
sure
this is
I would
happening.
just have to lay the blade down in the blood that you spilt from his body.
That's a lot better idea.
Yeah.
That's
Much
why I'm
better
not.
idea.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah.
In a trance-like state, I go to lay
Yes.
the blade into the blood.
Yes.
When has fuck it done us wrong once this campaign? 0 times.
All you hear in your voice is just a.
Hey, if Firentis, what is she doing?
Well, I don't know, honestly. Maybe. Oh, I see. It's a tactical advantage. The blood of a god on your weapon. I'm sure it does more damage if you stab something with it. We should all do it.
Oh,
And I will create the fire sword in my hand and dip it in the blood.
The blood actually the blood as Alynore places her blade inside, the blood begins to seep up through the blade, infusing it.
Whoa.
As you place your blade, there is a searing sound as the blood burns away from your blade. And I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Absolutely.
I like this.
8.
Roll me a d8.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the opportunity. 8.
Okay, you take 8 points of psychic damage.
Thank you very much. Oh, hey. All right, maybe don't dip your swords in the blood. That was Alynore. What are you doing different than I am?
Huh?
Your blade took it, and mine hurt.
Oh,
Oh, what?
yeah. I didn't know I did that. I was in a trance, remember? In
I
a
don't know that.
trance-like state. That's why I'm coming to back
Oh.
to it. Yeah.
What
that's
happened?
I don't know
Oh,
why I did that.
You don't know why you did what.
dipped your sword in the blood?
Boyfriend wanted blood.
Boyfriend wanted blood. Oh. Oh, hey, it's not ours. So I guess that's good, right, guys?
Right? It's better this way.
So
I mean, it's
don't
just going to sit here. So why couldn't he have it?
don't
Why
stick
couldn't
my
my sword
staff.
have it?
It's really good.
Don't stick my
No.
staff in the blood.
I mean, try it, I guess.
It worked for me, not for him. Let's see.
Okay.
Maybe he just doesn't
I would
like fire.
I would like to stick my staff in the blood.
Yeah.
Nothing happens when you stick your.
I
You do see the tendrils kind of start, and it seems the wood seems to rot away where it is touching the blood.
Wipe that off.
Yeah,
Going
I
to rot.
definitely. I'm like shake it off because I don't want to touch it.
Check it out.
Shake it off.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing different. I guess we all need boyfriends.
I just smile at Firentis with my creepy root beard,
Yeah.
with my beady silver eyes.
All right, then I lean down and like get a cutesy face at your chest. Come here, Emerald Junior. We're going to town.
So we go to town,
I guess we go to
northwest.
town. Yeah.
Right, and I take off my armor for Fudd.
Ah, yes, little buddy. A couple
we
things
weren't
to keep
talking
in
about
mind.
that town.
Yeah. We're gonna go to, yeah. Sorry. I don't know if it's there, but remember I learned from our friend the other night. If there's an abbey there, we need to be careful of it. The Koshe likes to lie a lot, and obviously be wary of orcs. I think that's all we need to worry about with town. That's good. Yeah. So just beware. If there's an abbey there, we should probably not go to it. Just keep that in your mind.
I'm going to pull the rope out of my pack and look at you guys and be like, "Are we ready to travel?"
Oh yes, I'm ready, and I assume the
Let's
position.
go.
And I walk over to Firentis and I tie a rope around his waist and then tie around my waist
All right.
Okay.
and then throw it back towards Demon and Tree.
Demon in tree.
I
Yeah.
tie it around my waist and throw it back.
I love this.
I grab it and I put it around my waist, tie it really tight, give it a tug, and say, "I am Root."
So we're in northwest towards the town, right? That's where we had said.
Correct. Yes,
As
northwest
we-
slope of mountain.
As we start moving, can I feel the blight creatures, and if they're close to us?
Yes, but they appear
Okay.
to just be watching.
Okay, so no hostile intentions from those blight creatures so far.
Also, for you guys, Borlin is moving super slow.
Borlin, dude, come on, man. We got things to do.
He almost appears to literally be dragging himself along.
Knees to chest, my man. Come on.
I got short legs. It takes me a while to get where I'm going.
Oh my god. Borlin, do you have a shield?
I do.
All right. Just lay on the shield. We'll pull you. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right. I put the shield on the ground. I sit on the shield. I want to take off my shoes too and see if I can connect with the wood on my shield too.
Oh.
Well, you do have a couple of spells that you might be able to use in that circumstance.
I don't know. I don't want to use them. Unless you're telling me to use them, then that might be something different.
I'm just telling you, you now have access to some spells that may do a thing.
Look at your spells.
I would like to. I have a vial of gutter oil in my bag. I would like to take a little bit of that and rub it on the front of the shield if we're gonna drag him.
I just have Entangle and Charm Monster, right? Or is there?
So you have Entangle, right? Which you could presumably use on yourself.
Oh, that's what the one that you're talking. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be stuck to my shield.
I love your brain, Russ.
I will say this: as you're kind of trying to trudge through the woods, and as you're laying down on this shield, you are experiencing something deep within you. It is agonizing, surreal, and of a deep personal horror. It is not just physical, but spiritual, echoing the decay of nature twisted into something grotesque. It is visceral, a gnawing, bone-deep pain, cold aches, pulses, like your skeleton is expanding and warping. At times it feels like something inside you is chewing its way out.
I don't like that.
Your flesh is peeling in patches away from the bark that's left beneath your skin. Fungus-choked nodules and amber-hardened lesions are appearing, bulging up underneath your armor. As you're kind of sliding across the ground with every bump, you feel these unpredictable seizures that jerk your body violently. And during those episodes, the rest of you hear his voice undertoned with the voice of something else.
We have no idea how far away town is, right?
It was a couple miles away from where we'd started at the big tree. We went about a mile to the clearing, and so it should be, according to my calculations, should be like another mile and a half away.
And
could
about
you push
how
your glasses
far,
up?
Russ, I'm trying to gather how my character would react, how far I think I am into the journey. Have I made it halfway as we're seeing this all happen, or is it less than halfway?
Out of the forest to Novi?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
You have no idea.
I have no idea. We just know from scouting that it was a few miles away.
You have never. Firentis has seen from up above.
Okay.
All you have seen for days is horror and forest.
Okay. Then I'll turn to Firentis and I'll say, do you still think the fastest way to help him is going to this town?
I mean, that's all I can think of. Is we need a healer beyond what we can do, and a town is the best bet.
Yeah, I feel like everything behind us was death.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, nothing. We got some cool things, but it was just a nightmare experience from beginning to now.
Yeah, no healing.
No,
back there.
Just werewolves and tree gods and devils and maybe the hunting guys with the horns.
Let's pull them faster.
Yeah, all right. Double time pulling. Here we go.
As they're pulling, I want to slowly dig my claws into the ground and try to help alleviate a little bit of the going, doing a little sled go as we're going through. And anybody following us is going to lose their mind because they're going to see these claws on this shield track.
If we find a hill, I'm 100% crawling on you.
Oh, excellent. I like it.
As you guys move through the fort, it almost seems as if it is smoothing your way.
Mm.
The roots, and at one point you actually see them as you see a path opening up in front of you, making it to where you can move easily. The ground beneath you is a sludge of blight and rot, root and bramble, leaves, their bones and sinews, and yet none of it matters. Because you know that your friend is on a clock. That unless he receives help and healing, he will cease to be Borlin. And so you run through the night, through the horror, only wanting to escape from this singular experience that started at the edge of the world, in which you have journeyed into nightmare. I need everybody, unless you plan on stopping, everybody will take a point of exhaustion.
I mean, we're only running a mile.
Oh, where was that again?
Underneath your hit point box, there'll be a conditions.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the bottom of that tab will be exhaustion.
You're running a mile, but most of you are in armor. You're towing a friend of yours, and you are traveling, while though through hospitable at the moment, previously hostile territory, and you have just spent a large portion of the night dealing with a god.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll take the point. Don't make him mad.
I guess. I'm just saying. Rothnito,
No.
player, I know you run through the woods a lot IRL. Would this be something that's difficult, you know? You had to say something, babe.
You had to say something earlier. I was just gonna walk out of the forest.
A
and
mile
leave
through the woods dragging someone on a sled? Do you think that'd be tough?
Do I
What-
think it would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
tough?
As a
Yeah,
person.
what about all the armor that I
Yeah.
have on me too? Like,
Nah,
it's,
no big deal,
you know.
right? What do
I
you
mean,
think,
there's
Fluff?
there's two of us pulling them, right?
3 of us
Three.
pulling him.
3 of us pulling them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we could jog.
Yeah.
I think we could. I think if we tried to sprint and go really fast, we would absolutely burn out. But I think if we set a reasonable pace and like, it would be faster than walking.
That's true.
We could hang.
Right.
Don't
We
throw
would,
You know
stuff
what?
at me.
we would spend all of the fuel in our body though. So like, if we were going, dude, if we're going 3 miles, no big deal. If you're going 30 miles, like,
That's an issue. We're only going 1.
yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm
here,
taking the
I'll
point of
help.
exhaustion. I just had to do it because Lisa told me not to.
Here, I'll help wrestle. The whole time that you guys are dragging me, and you thought I was helping with my claws, I actually had them dug into the ground. for you guys.
Man, he got
You're
really
like,
heavy
yeah.
all of a sudden.
You're like my kids when we go paddleboarding. They just hang their feet
Exactly.
off the
They
back.
just hang their feet off the back and have the paddle down on the side. You're like, why are we turning?
He's
Yeah,
more
yeah.
machine than man now.
I will point out that you think it's a mile.
Ooh.
You're just saying that because I talked back. No, I took the point
I mean,
of exhaustion happily.
Yeah, there's
It does take you most of the rest of the night to make
Yeah.
this journey.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Whether a mile or not, at a certain point, you lose any idea of the distance that it's taking you, only that you must accomplish this task. Part of it is because you're tired of being in the forest, this haunted, terrible place. And the other part is you
Because you
don't
said
know
so.
how long your friend has left.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. Well,
No,
as
I
a
mean,
ranger, I think. No, I'm just kidding.
do you guys want to stop for the night? Do you want to
No, we
stop
do
for?
not.
No, keep
No.
going.
Okay.
No.
No, and I don't like how you're saying that either. So absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
Then
I
shut your filthy pie hole.
to help motivate my fellow companions, I'm gonna use my cantrip and clean all of us.
Aw, buddy, thank you.
So like we like all the sweat and dirt and everything like comes off of us. I mean, I know we'll get dirty again, but just to help with the pulling and the yanking and the sledding.
Any other complaints about it taking most of the night? Is there anything else that anybody wants to say about that?
I
Is this
think it
like
was
a
only
summer night?
Firentis.
Or is it like a winter night where like there's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hours to
Is it chilly?
Cold, brittle,
Brittle
bitter.
night?
Oh, brittle. Is
Winter
that like
night.
directed at me? Is like, are part of my roots gonna break off?
Maybe.
I said it's
don't
a
like
cold, brittle, bitter night.
What's a brittle night? I've heard
Have
of
you
bitter.
ever been I know for a fact because we've been on campouts like this where it is so cold that you feel like your fingers are about to snap right off of
Wait,
your
would you
hand.
call that like a Klondike?
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
cold, you look like you have a vagina.
Where you go out to pee and you don't even step 2 feet outside of the tent because you're like, this is gonna.
That's you.
I'm gonna.
That's just you. You're
That's
so
you.
selfish.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we all walk in the
I'm gonna
morning
stab
like we all
my
smell
penis
like
right
pee
up.
now. This sucks.
peeing in the winter is great because it warms you up.
Love it.
I love writing my name with my pee when it's cold outside, especially if there's some good snow on the ground. And then I would do it in the dirt all the time at work, and I write Joe is hot. If I had enough steam to go. And I actually
This
have
break in our
pictures.
narrative brought to you by Urination.
Urination, folks. I used to write the entire Declaration of Independence. Hi, puppy.
That's crazy.
How you doing, buddies? I saw a
Boy,
picture of you
this
earlier
one
today.
way.
You look way fluffier when you're not upside down.
Mhm.
Oh, that's so cute.
Exactly. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's 90% of her life.
I would hold my dog up, but it would literally break everything.
And this break to you in our narrative brought to you by Fluffy's dog.
I'm good to go whenever. I'm just picking her up because she wanted attention.
Yeah, I think we're exhausted and we just want to get to town now at this
Yeah,
point.
I don't know why anyone's trying to make
So
this last
exhausted.
longer. We're just running and we have a point of exhaustion, Russ. Thank you. Jesus, dude.
Okay, fine. You break through the last twisted boughs of Mroznibor. Just as the first tendrils of dawn bleed into the sky. Your lungs burn with the cold air, and your robes and boots and armor are slick with black sap. In your arms, Borlin's breathing is ragged, his skin mottled pale where the blight spreads beneath his flesh. In front of you, Novi lies half-shrouded in mist, its slate rooftops glinting like broken shards in the pale light. The terraced stilt houses crouch against the mountainside, their wooden stilts sunk into rocky ledges. Thin wisps of smoke curl from crooked chimneys, and lanterns still glow crimson in shuttered windows. Beyond the rooftops, you see a pond, a perfect circle of lavender-tinted water ringed by purple-stained marble pillars. The carved coil of a dragon looms sentinel over the still surface, as if watching, waiting. Even in the dawn's soft glow, the shrine feels heavy with expectation and dread. To the east, the obsidian arches of Koshay's gate pierce the morning haze. Skeletal carvings leer at you as though they know what you carry, the herald of a new, terrible power. The road down into town is empty. No carts, no fishers, only the hush of a place that senses its fate has just shifted. From this height, Novi resembles a jewel caught between mountain and lake, but you know its beauty is a fragile veneer. Behind you, Mroznibor broods in darkness, its god tree rising like a blackened crown. Ahead, Novi stirs beneath the promise of dawn and the weight of a destiny you can no longer escape. With Borlin's blood hot against your skin, you ascend toward the town, each step echoing that question that haunts your hearts. Are you saviors or the Blight's own chosen heralds? You see in front of the gate in fields plowed smooth, there appears to be a contingent of people practicing with their spears. Dull iron armor gleaming in the fresh morning dawn.
Can I tell if the spears are specifically silver tipped?
Roll me. You're still at kind of a distance.
Okay.
Maybe
Maybe as we get closer. It'd be
roll
something
me
I'm
a
curious
perception.
about. Okay.
Yeah.
See how prepared these guys are for everything going on. 19.
19. Yeah, you can see the silvered gleam across their spear tips. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. So they are prepared. They've seen some things. That's good. Hey,
And you, as you guys are approaching out of the forest, right? The forest ends. You're coming up to the slope of the mountain, and the forest ends rather abruptly. Before there's a stretch of a few hundred yards up to the gates of Novi, and you can see that they have spotted you. There's kind of a faint call from up on the walls, down to the people in the yards.
all right, real quick, team. Do you think they're going to be like cool, or are we getting stabbed on sight?
They might stab me on sight.
Fluffy, I think you're muted.
But he definitely is.
He's still talking, but
100%.
he's definitely muted.
Worst case, I make us disappear. We run away.
That's true. All right, well, I guess this is our only hope. We got to save our boy Borlin.
Oh, I guess that just masks us from detection. It doesn't make us invisible.
Still, it'd be helpful to get away with.
Yeah. I think my character would 100% still be trying to just pull him.
Yep.
Like if we pulled him all night, like we don't care about people with spears at this point. We're exhausted. You know, we're more focused on like one goal than, or I should say, I'm more focused on one goal than anything else. So I'm not even really assessing threats.
Okay.
I'm more just trying to get him to town. So yeah, I just keep pulling him.
Let's rock and roll and hope for the best.
Yeah, let's try and find something helpful.
Hello! As we're pulling.
As you shout up, you see they turn towards you, and you hear a shout of shields, and they kind of line up with their shields, spears over the top. They form a shield wall in front of you. From the middle, they kind of split aside, and you see a tall, battle-scarred woman in her late 40s with graying braids and ice blue eyes that miss nothing. She was once... hold on.
She was once a Playboy bunny.
Yeah. She's tall and broad-shouldered. She wears burnished half-plate, bearing a crest that appears to be a silver wolf's head crowned in a laurel.
Okay.
Her graying hair is pulled back into a severe braid, and her face is weathered and sharp-eyed from years of what Firentis you can identify as frontier service.
Oh, okay.
Thin scars run from her temple to her cheekbone. And she says, "Hold! Distant! Don't let him set foot on our quay."
Which one in particular? I'm sorry, we're very tired.
Blighted one, the diseased one.
Do you, perchance, I'd love to introduce and stuff. Do you have any way to help him? Like, this has to be something that happens near here if you live here, right? Is there anything we can do?
She she throws a circle up in the air, and the guards kind of come down and circle you guys as you guys are coming up. And she rests the tip of her spear like forward and down. As she looks at Borlin, she kind of peers at him. At this point, there's some what appears to be ichor leaking out of his mouth into his beard, and she goes, "By the gods, that man's blood runs black. Who among you knows of foul magic? Fetch the dragon priestess."
Oh, thank you so much. I'll get like a handkerchief and like dabble it off your cheek, Borlin. Oh, my friend, it's okay.
Who are you and why are you here?
I am Firentis. This is, and I like leave it open for anyone else to tell the truth or not, you know?
I'm just gonna cough. Or clear my throat.
The cough is not an answer.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
I'm Alynore.
Alynore. This is Rothnito. Bleedy McBleedface is Borlin. And,
As you're about to say my name, I just want to gruffly be, I am Borlin Iron Spice of the Dwarven Stronghold East.
Yes.
With
And-
pleasure. What brings you to know of it? Nobody. It is not often we see people come from Mraznibor.
Well, we were offered a job that paid really well, and when we got there, the guy was like crazy, like I want to rule the world crazy, and so we left, and then we got kind of stuck in the
Wait.
forest.
What do you mean, rule the world crazy? What is this thing you speak of?
This guy had a job, and we showed up to talk to him.
Mr. Zoran Kovakeep.
Yes,
You wanted us to crochet something.
like a sweater or something. Yeah, and we were like,
You feel so they hear that, and you see them. They come on behalf of the crochet. They have seen his spirit walking the world. She's shh. Quiet. You know we do not talk in front of outsiders. Continue.
okay, yeah, no reason not to, as it's me, Firentis, talking hello. But yeah, he started talking about like ruling the world and enslaving everyone. And we are like, that's not cool. And then we got really stuck in spooky forest and saw terrible
Days.
things. Days in the forest. And I climbed a tree and we saw this village in the distance and figured that was probably our best bet.
You encountered no ill things within Mraznibor?
I mean, we killed as many of them as we could.
Interesting. What news do you bring? The forest seems to be stirring this night.
Is someone coming to help him? We can talk all we want later. Do you know of
They are
anything?
coming.
Okay.
They are coming. They come.
In my delusion, I want to say, what about that church?
What? Oh, the church. Yeah, oh, did you ask buildings?
I was just asking what news you bring from the forest. It is seems to be stirring stronger than it has before.
Like Borlin said, there was this church with like a demon thing in it and corpses, and it was creepy. And there was a puzzle on the window, and then everything got better. So that was weird.
And we cleared that grove of the orcs.
Oh yes, there was a. Sorry, I'm very worried about you, Borlin. There was this.
Wait, Wait.
druid
You
or
ran into orcs? We have
were-
not had orcs this far east. And,
goblins.
or this far
You
west.
won't have any more.
Yeah, we killed all of them very quickly. So there's a druid grove that actually is doing great now. If that's something that any of your people have been worried about.
Oh, Root Grove doing well. By the silver scales, this is good news.
It bears fruit. It gets decayed if you leave the grove, but it is good in there. So it is seems to be a safe haven of some sort, at least in this horrible place.
Everything rots within Maraznibor.
Yes,
Ever
in the
since the disappearance of the Vemir.
Ever since the disappearance of the what's that about?
Big god dead, hole in chest.
I do not know nothing. You say he is dead.
Was.
He ever say his name to us?
That we know is once these forests were alive, they thrived. They were wild and fierce, but they were not dead. But 100 years or so, Vemir disappeared.
The
and
god of
things
winter
got
hunts.
worse. Hey, Vemir, Lord of the Hunt.
He said that the Crochet betrayed him.
It does not surprise. The Crochet did many things in seizing power long ago, but he is bound.
I'm just kind of like.
Bound.
It's at this point that somebody comes up and they begin to whisper in her ear, and she goes. She turns to you and she goes, "The Starosta is not offering the services of the Dragon Priestess at the moment, but he does wish to see you."
Huh, hopefully that's okay. Is that a good step?
I would just grab the shield and start trying to drag it and see if they
Yeah.
say anything.
I'm with you.
Mhm.
If it'll get our
Uh,
friend
they-
fixed.
They form a cordon around you as they begin to guide you into the gate. Novi it's a strange city, right? Faded reds and blues coat most of the buildings. It's large for being where it is. And you can see that deeper back as it slopes up behind the longhouse that is at the top of the city, you can see what appears to be an overhang of rock that opens within the cliff face. You walk through the city and you begin to see, Borlin, especially to you, you see bits of dwarven architecture. Faint reminiscences of that. And Rothnito, there's something strange. As you move, you feel this piercing sharpness on your body.
You guys remember that red mist that in the woods that didn't feel too great?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
You getting any of that right now?
You'd think I would, because it definitely affected me about 80 times more than the rest of you. But no, I don't think I'm feeling that.
You feel
All
it
I'm gonna
again.
say about it.
It's at your elbows and your knuckles. And as you turn your knuckles over, you see these purple crystals beginning to erupt from your knuckles, your elbow. Feel it around your chin and your cheekbones, places where the bone is closest to your skin.
Do you guys see this? And I'm gonna hold up my knuckles to show them, like hold out my arms.
You just suddenly yell, "Fear, Rothnito!"
And he who lights the way and crystals all.
Again.
Again. Did that just happen?
Can they see it?
What is happening?
Yeah, they see it. You see on Rothnito's skin these glimmers and these growths of amethyst crystal.
If I touch it, what happens?
Nothing.
Okay,
Like it kind of glows faintly.
but it does. Like
Before
my hand
fading.
doesn't phase through it or anything. Like it's solid. I'm feeling it.
It is there. It literally feels as if it has just grown on his skin.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of look around
I just want to
myself,
try
too.
and use preservation and clean myself.
Sparkling crystals.
Sweet. I'm gonna hold up my hand to Borlin and be like, "You're not the only shiny one now."
I want to investigate as a dwarf to see if there's anything weird about his crystals besides them just jutting out of his skin.
Um,
Do you want to ask anybody around here? Is this like a regular thing?
Nobody seems to have noticed yet.
I mean, I'm still gonna be more concerned with trying to get Borlin to this dragon lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
I'm
this is
concerned
the
about
time.
you because I love you.
Aww. And
That's sweet.
nothing, Borlin. That sucks.
Nothing.
Trees have
Friend zoned.
feelings too.
Yep.
Grit and Bear. We're Grit and Bear. We're focused. We're gonna push
Our
forward.
friend's in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm focused. I'm exhausted.
You guys make your way up to this longhouse. There are these large double doors, inset with the intricate knotwork, and crystals of amethyst. As you step inside, your path winds through Novi, through stone corridors, once you've entered the longhouse, your path winds through stone corridors soot-stained and echoing with silence, until you arrive at a vaulted chamber steeped in the weight of old violence. The walls are dark stone, scorched and cracked by some long-ago fire. A shattered mosaic of a golden sun glowers down from the ceiling, half lost beneath soot, its light forgotten. The air smells of iron, pine resin, and the ghost of incense. Frankincense and myrrh laid thick to mask the deeper stench of blood and ash. At the far end of the chamber sits who you presume to be the starosta, the mayor, the leader of this village. His throne is oak, hacked from a felled shrine tree and mounted with broken antlers, like trophies taken from the wild. He wears wolf furs over old war plate. His left arm, a gleaming prosthetic of etched silver carved with runes that shimmer faintly in the torchlight. His right hand toys absently with a ring of iron keys. His gaze is hard as hammered steel, sweeping over the party before locking on Borlin. The blight already blooming beneath beneath your skin. His voice, when it comes, is low, ragged, and unrelenting. Novi is a wound on the edge of a greater wound. We bleed every day, and yet we live. What you bring here is infection, threat. They've burned lesser things for less.
Guys, I think
The
this is
guards
Vemro.
behind you shift.
We need to help our friend.
There
Is
has
that
to be
something? Do you know of this curse? How to fix it?
anything we can do. He is our dear friend.
Maybe you could, our priestess could very easily help you.
Okay, then why? What do we need to do to make that happen?
Prove that we can trust you. You who enter here from that tainted wood. With the foreteller of the blood to the south. And the orcs on the other side of the mountains. The thieves at Gormor. There is very little to trust here.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I am 100% with you after what we just witnessed in the trees the last few days. I 100% understand everything you just said.
Yeah, it's because of those woods that he looks like this.
I'm just playing with my root beard. With my claws.
Root beard.
So, what is it to me that you bring this infection into my city?
We're not
Well-
bringing it to you to babysit. We just want to get rid of it.
Yes. Not a lot of
Do
options
you,
out there.
is there something that we can do? We're not, even if we do it, and you do not have to.
I am not a beast of ash and reflex. I want to help you, but I have mouths to feed, hungry and wanting.
Do
What
we
can
have?
you provide for us?
Do we have access to the gold that Yarrick had?
The blood gold.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll
I'm
take that.
asking Russ.
Yeah, you guys have no idea where Yarg went. Days. It's been days.
Okay, and he left, and he has the gold with him.
Yeah, he left or disappeared or something.
Okay. I just
Middle of the
wanted to know
night.
if that was something that we could just throw that gold at them. That was why I was asking. All right. Well, he said that he has mulls to feed.
Do you need us to go hunting nearby?
I need strong arms and
Oh.
keen minds.
Well, you're in luck, my friend.
There's a whole lot of arms.
Yeah, buddy.
Keen minds. Depends on the day.
That is true.
Prove it. Prove it. I won't shackle you with orders. The burden is yours.
Mouse to
Choose
feed.
your path.
All right.
Walk it in strength, and you may earn what you seek. Blessing, redemption, or a curry.
Okay. All right. That seems fair. How many mouths are we looking to feed here?
As he says or a cure, he gestures with his right hand, and you see a woman in crystal chains that veil her face. They catch the firelight in muted glints. She says nothing, but her poise is precise, her stillness like a blade unsheathed.
Hello?
She says nothing.
How many mouths to feed?
Mouth. I speak of protection.
Protection from what?
The dragon's eye provides all the food we need. I speak more in a metaphorical sense. I do not need hunting. I do not need food. We need help.
I think we're supposed to watch Crystal Lady.
Okay. It's just that, like,
Uh,
literally everywhere else when you say I've mouths to feed, that means you're
Yeah.
looking for food.
I would like to propose that you just tell us what you need us to do.
I have already told you we have orcs across the mountains that raid us.
Oh, yes. Okay. I see what you're doing.
We have
Sorry. Sorry,
Let's
I was
go
lost in the
walk
description
hunting.
of why you don't trust us, and I'm worried about my friend. Brain is
So-
running full speed now.
I don't feel like our archery friend has lots of time. Killing orcs is no, we do that for fun. We just we just did that
That's
like 2 days ago.
That is true.
Let us go in as a full team, all four of us. Help us cure him so he can fight off whatever plagues this town. Let us do it right.
I do not offer aid for free. And that is not the way of Krakovar.
Is there a way to, like,
Excuse me.
half heal him? Because, like, he can't really move. And
Or
if-
slow it down.
Yeah. And we all,
He kind of looks over to the side, and you kind of see her nod a little bit. We can remove the exhaustion from your bones. Allow you to move a little more freely.
will it help
But we
our
need him
friend?
to move.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm also at like level 3 exhaustion, so that could definitely be part of my slow moving.
Because it'd be great to drag him to the
Okay.
orcs, but
all right. Can I do a check on her on whether I actually believe her or not? Like,
Yeah, you
what-
can do an insight.
insight.
And as a matter of fact, as you are trying to do this with advantage as you feel a strange connection.
ooh, she's into you, you
Do I
cutie.
do?
And the amethyst crystals that now coat your skin begin to glow ever so
Oh, they
faintly.
bring out your eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So when I roll insight, is that just insight, wisdom, insight under skills?
Under skills, yeah. And then you said with advantage, so roll it twice and then take the higher one.
Yep.
Perfect.
Or right click. Oh my god. I rolled a 7 and an 8.
Let's go,
That's not-
baby.
But I do have a +3 at least. So 11.
Okay. You are pretty positive that she is telling the truth. You can't really tell from her expression, but there is something.
Okay. Can we what was I gonna say? Crap. Oh, I'm gonna ask her then, like, this curse, how long does he have until he is not he?
I do not know.
How far away are these orcs?
Look. If you wish Novi's trust, prove your purpose. 3 whispers reach my ears. A fishing hamlet west of here. Grigori's Reach now lies dark, taken by the blight. Raiders from the plains of Krumokon have stolen the Fisher's Guild too. Without it, we starve.
Okay.
And there is something creeping within these walls. Consorts with unseen masters. Choose what you will. Succeed, and we speak again as allies. Fail, and I'll cast no judgment.
Okay.
The land will do that for me.
It is very fair. It is very not great. How long have you guys been here, perchance? Per se? Because it's like, I mean, obviously, you probably remember it from before it was bad, but we've only seen it terrible, and I don't know why we live here.
Why do we live here?
Yeah.
We have ours is a safe haven. We entreat with the dwarves of Theradoom, and they offer some protection. Also, the lake of Amotheus is abundant in the silver-scaled fish.
All right. Well,
And
I say,
so we endure.
all right.
I say we kill some things.
Yeah, absolutely. So you said something about helping us with exhaustion, and then we'll figure out what we want to do and do our thing, I guess.
Oh, hunting we shall go. Oh,
That-
hunting we
It
shall go.
sounds good.
How good?
I will marry you.
By Dragon's grace and Kosh's death, I make this vow.
Ooh,
The amethyst lady comes forward, her jewels clacking together. And she touches each of you in turn, casting a spell that none of you have any experience with, but that heals or that revitalizes your levels of exhaustion.
Gotcha. Ah, so much better. Borlin, how are you feeling? Can you move?
I get up and I stretch. Wood creaking.
And as you do, the soldiers kind of
He's
Oh, because
okay.
they're worried about me.
He's still
ears
himself
all
right now.
pointing inwards.
It's okay. Here's
Just
leaving.
stand like that.
Everything is fine and cool, my friends.
Slowly put my hands down. my claws down. I forget.
All right.
I'm
Do you have
gonna-
They
some
still
place-
they keep their spears pointed at you, but they are not being overly aggressive.
Is there a place we can like meet at and discuss what we're going to do and whatnot instead of doing it right here in the middle of the room?
Hold on, let me find my note here.
Excellent.
Where is this place? Hold on. I have been very good at organizing everything, but for some reason I cannot
particular one?
find
Oh yeah.
this one place.
The one question I asked.
Right.
Ah, yes.
Yes. You may have and this is the lady who had stepped forward earlier. Crap, where?
I offer you my personal house. I think is what he said.
No.
Filled with your greatest comforts and needs.
And
You'll
needs, yep.
feel totally rested afterward. It even comes with the priestess healer.
Filled with potions that give you levels.
Mm-hmm.
You may find yourself in the Fisher's Tower.
Okay. Where's that at from here?
I'd look for a tower.
My guards will take you.
Thank you, guards. Rothnito, you are so wise.
I'm gonna now feeling revitalized, stand up and clean myself, and then make myself dusty and dirty again because I'm an Earth Genasi and I don't want to be clean.
Love it. Love it.
The guards take you guys back through town again, descending from those steps. And they are kind of talking amongst themselves as they shadow you. There's 4 of them, 2 behind you, 2 in front of you. They take you down through the city to the gates. And at the gates, there is then a guardhouse that they take you into. You ascend up these steps and over along a wall before they take you up into what appears to be a parapet that is part of the city wall, in which they say, "This tower has been unused for years. It is free use for you."
Why is it unused?
We have not had need to watch out of these gates for a long time.
Huh.
And usually a guard posted over the gate or in the gatehouse is enough to accomplish what we need. It is meant for visiting merchants, and since we have not seen any in a very long time.
That makes sense.
Hearing this, I'm just gonna kind of step up by these 2 talking, and I'm gonna go. The orcs that attack, do they happen to come from this area when they attack? This might be a hole in your defense if you're not using a tower to watch.
Yeah, good eye. Good eye.
The orcs are from over the mountains. Sometimes they are able to sneak past the spires. They do not have... They cannot come from the dwarven tunnels. So they often find their way, what the little of them are able to make it past that den.
Is that the spires in the mountain pass, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Aye, those are the spires of Abroinus.
Could you do you know anything about those? Actually, I saw those in the distance. I was super curious. They look
They
like
keep their gates closed.
okay. So there's people still there.
There are people. They are not often seen. The little that we do see, those who have made their way to us are incapable of any actual thought. They murmur and speak of things deep in the dark. The clicking of chitinous hides.
Good. Okay, so like when I saw like spider web looking things between all the spires, you're saying it really was like giant spidery things?
We have never seen any spiders from those spires.
Okay, good. Just okay, good.
But in the dwarven tunnels, sometimes there are crystal webs.
Good. Okay.
So,
Interesting.
so no spiders, but plenty of spider webs.
Yeah. Still doesn't bode well. I assume we've been traveling. I assume you take care of this stuff or understand. Do you have to know when the next full round moon is in the sky?
The moon is always full here. But that is because of Baba Yaga.
John Wick is here.
Russ, I was laughing while you were telling your thing because Kel literally got up, looked, stretched, looked at you, looked forward, went back and laid back down.
So good.
She is on the other side of the mountain. She makes her home in Tierra Noche.
Okay. Where is Guemar from here? Guarmar?
I believe you mean Gormor.
Gormor.
It is on the other side of the mountains as well.
Is that where
On
the orcs are, or a different part?
No, they come from the plains of Krimukan.
Okay.
They make their home there in
Plains of
nomadic
Shakakan.
tribes.
Okay. I'm going through all the notes I got from the guy I talked to, team, just so you know, and like trying to get any further information based off that stuff that I have. Village. Where are they at?
But those raiders, there is something strange there.
Something strange with the raiders from the plains or the orcs.
They took the Fisher Guild's toll and left nothing but the wreckage.
That's weird.
Folks around here are desperate, and if someone were to deal with them,
And they are where are they at again? Sorry. I'm updating my mental notes.
I'm going to laugh and just go other side of the mountain.
Yeah, other side of everything's on the other side of the fucking mountain. I'm typing that other side of the fucking mountains. Got it.
no, that is, they are on this side of the mountain,
Get
but
shit on
I don't know
Rothnito.
whether.
This side.
Also, don't forget they said something about helping the people here, figuring out something about espionage or I don't know, something like that, human affairs.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at Borlin, and then I'm going to look at the. Is it 8 guards with us still, or is there less guards right now?
4.
4.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go. You boys hungry? You want to come in?
No, they look at Borlin and they go, "No, we do not want." And they kind of step back. And you notice that whenever they're near Borlin, they kind of cover their mouths or pull a shirt up or.
I wanna walk over by Borlin and slap him on the back and go. He's got some good spices.
They do cool stuff. They give you cool tattoos. Question for you, Russ. Or I guess I
Yeah.
could ask it, but is the spire I was asking a question about earlier, is that the spire of Ubranus, or is that a different thing?
That is the Spire of Ubroinus.
Okay. Perfect. Let's
So-
put those notes together.
If you're looking at the stream,
got it.
right, the map that's in the middle.
Yeah.
So the city of Novi is on the western slope of that mountain range.
Okay. With the giant tower coming out the top.
Well, so you have the mountain range that goes from the sea at the bottom all the way up to the top and then kind of curves around.
Yep.
This mountain range is called the Restless Slopes. They would give that to you, right? So without you having to ask, here's kind of if you're asking about geography and where things are, this is kind of what they would lay out for you.
Okay.
On the western, Novi is on the western slopes. Okay.
Okay.
The Spire of Ubroinus is that kind of tower in the middle of the mountains,
Oh, okay. I
about
got you.
midway
Oh,
along
I see that.
Okay.
I didn't
the
even see
mountain
that
range.
at first.
The plains of Krimukan are just past that passage through the mountain, that
Okay.
pass. And that's kind of that empty space that has the rivers kind of running through it. Because he is putting on quite the show for the stream. Terranoche is the forest that is kind of on that northeastern part.
Okay.
The boughs of Effenglance would be to the far east above the sea. And Gormor would be that very large city that is in the mouth of the river and in the bay of the sea.
And that's Gormor. Okay. Got it. Does the and I'd be asking the guards, does the Does the river run here, near here, that connects the two?
Vodionois run? No, that is only within. That is only within the valley of Scinparta. Our pond is fed from the Crystal River,
Okay. So you know nothing
Comes
of
from
Tales of the
the
River
Shatterhope
King?
Mountains. I mean, that is. I'm sorry. Vodnik's run, not Vodyanoi. You mean Vodyanoi? Vodyanoi is. There is a place within that river. There is a lake. That lake is called the depths of Vodyanoi. It is said that is where he sleeps, where he rests.
Okay. So don't go there. Let's go more Plains of Shaka Khan. I have a note since we're updating stuff. It says the bowls of effing plants.
Careful.
The bowels of Effenglance.
All right.
We're filled up.
I remember you writing that one.
Yeah, I totally forgot to roll it that way.
The bowels of Effenglance are that swamp that's on the eastern edge above the sea.
Got it. We don't want to go there. Only the dead are
and
there.
The sea is called the Hides of Bread.
The hides of bread.
The Tides of Dread.
That's what I heard. Sorry.
You take notes like I do.
I'm not taking notes. My brain's
All right.
not working.
Mama, check my notes.
And the tallest spire on that map, the one kind of in that northwest corner,
Yeah.
that would be Grinthal Manor.
Grinthal Manor. Got it. All right.
The lair of the Koshe.
Lair of the Koshe, and beware of their
We should
lies.
just go straight there, right?
Yeah. And just swear fealty.
Yep.
Hopefully they have an abbey there. We can go there too.
And
I
then
do
you
like
would
abbeys.
he would also be able to tell you that Theradum is in the tall mountain range above Grinthal Manor in the Shatterhope Mountain, which is the tallest mountain within this mountain range.
Okay.
And the mountain range is called the Restless Slopes. I don't know if I told you that.
Got it. All right. I think I'm caught up with my stuff. All right. Well, I guess we're going to have our little meeting, guard boys. Good luck out there.
If you get hungry, come back.
Don't worry about that. We do appreciate the food, but thank you very much.
Cool. All right, friends. We have options, all right? They mentioned orcs. Some sort of secret thingamabobber happening in town. In the plains of Shaka Khan. The thieves stealing fish stuff. Our little friend that talked to me that one night said, be wary of orcs. So I'm not too keen on doing that one.
I think that one will take too long because we have to travel up the mountain.
You would go through the mountain where the spire is. Also, with the spire, we don't want to seek the foreteller. That sounds foreboding.
Sorry, I'm on the call with my friend.
Okay. Thank you for that. Appreciate you.
That was odd. Okay.
Yeah, that was a sneak peek into the podcast. Yes, I'm not keen on that. I mean, I know we could F up some orcs. That'd be the easiest one once we get there to do, because it's pretty obvious. This other one, we have to find people. We have to go to the plains and find these thieves, or we have to search all over town where people don't trust us to figure out what's going on. It's tough. What are your guys' thoughts?
I like killing them all.
Okay, very good addition. Helps me very much. Alynore?
I'm okay to kill. I've got to give blood to my friend here, even though I just did.
Okay.
So we do both.
Well,
But
they're in opposite directions, and Borlin is dying.
the closest one to us.
Okay. Borlin?
I'm fine with finding the fisherman's stall.
Think finally a fucking direction. Jesus. We've never had to plan something as a team before. I just realized this is awful. All right.
There is a knock on the door to your tower.
Sophie won't show up.
I guess.
I'll
Who is
answer.
it?
I go to answer it.
As you answer the door, you see a small party of guards, and they are led by a stout, broad-shouldered dwarf in lacquered armor chased with amethyst inlays.
Oh.
He is kind of trying to peer past you, Alynore, and he goes, "No, by the black veins of Shatterhope, Borlin."
Ooh.
He kind of pushes past you without waiting for permission, and he walks up to Borlin and he halts 2 paces away from him, and he's kind of staring at these veins of corruption that spider across your arms and neck. I saw you hold alliance at Velkspire. Saw you cook a feast for the dying on the eve before the charge. I thought the fires of war had forged you into something unbreakable. You know this dwarf.
Mhm.
This is Kirill Ironbeard.
Kirill Ironbeard. Let me add that to my notes because Fudd's notes are becoming helpful, so I need to do mine. Kirill. How would you spell that? Because one of us might be illiterate and
Airil.
Kiril.
Mm-hmm.
Iron. I know how to spell Ironbeard. Don't worry about
You
that.
can. You're allowed to just spell it phonetically because only you get to see your notes.
Well, see, that's
Okay.
great and all, but like I said, one of us is illiterate. Illiterate.
A little bit.
And if that wasn't
Yes.
enough right there,
Cowardly booba
then
Jelly pudding bab.
as I look at Kirill, I go, I have made a bad decision and took on a god himself.
All right.
And now you're blighted.
I am. We're trying to find a way to fix me, though.
If the Underking were here, he'd call for your execution. You know that. No dwarf touched by dark magic can be trusted near the vault.
But that's why we tried to get rid of it.
Good thing we're not at the vault.
Yeah, good thing we're not at the vault.
He says, his eyes kind of meet yours, and they're familiar with guilt and sacrifice. And he says, I know you. I know you. Borlin Iron Spice. I know the measure of your soul. You've got one chance to make this right. One!
Do not miss your chance to blow.
And what would be that chance?
Cure yourself. Make yourself right.
I'm going to, laddie. I promise with everything that I got. Upon the greybeards, I will.
You're lucky Novi needs answers. But make no mistake, if I think you've turned, I'll strike you down myself. As a warrior of Thera-Doom, and as your friend.
And if I were to have turned, I would expect nothing less.
I'm gonna walk over to Borlin, and I'm going to kind of say more to him than the other dwarf. Ask him which one of our tasks he thinks we should do.
Dwarf friend. I shouldn't say dwarf friend.
Oh my god.
You're a
Hello.
dwarf too. It's a little weird for you to call me dwarf.
Yeah.
Well, we are dwarfs and we are friends. Don't make this weird.
Should you love
So
playing
if I
D&D
like
with my
calling
human
somebody
friends?
people friend.
My people friend.
Hello, fellow kids.
Hello,
What?
fellow adults.
What would you suggest we do? I don't know how much time I have, and I would like to cure myself as quickly as possible.
I don't know, but Novi needs your help. And I know you have the spirit to make it happen.
Do you have any advice or suggestions or any
Aye.
help that you could offer us?
Aye. Don't die.
I'll try not to.
I'll be praying to the Amethyst Dragon for you.
Hey, speaking of amethyst,
Hearing that, I will walk over to his dwarven friend and lift up my knuckles and be like, Dwarven friend, what do you know about this?
I don't know if I know you well enough for you to be calling me dwarven friend.
You're a friend of the tree. We're friends of the tree. What do you know of these crystals?
Aye. Whoa. Friend, where did you get the bling?
I just woke up like this.
And it happened in town.
And as he's standing next to you, you can see the faint glow of the crystals reflecting back. So as you approach, your crystals glow, and so do the crystals that are on his armor.
Hmm. Oh, isn't that fancy? And I'll lean in a little bit closer to see if they get brighter and then lean back.
They do, but as you lean in closer, he goes, "Oh, laddie, I don't know if I want you being that close to me. Back up a touch. We're all friends here, but not that close."
So what have you seen this? Is this common here? Seen other people like this?
The crystals? Aye. Amatheus. They come from Amatheus.
Right, but normally not out of people's skin.
Oh, I think you'd be surprised. I don't think you've seen the Dragon Priestess yet, have you?
Of course I've seen it, but in case I forgot, because there's so much going on, why don't you tell me what you know?
Yeah.
Are you just looking for me to do a lore dump on you? Is that what you're asking me for?
I mean, you know, it gets lonely on the road. Sometimes it's nice to talk to friends of friends of friends. Learn things. Crystal out, if you might say.
Well, I can tell you this. Theradoom owes its success to the blessings of Amatheus. We made a deal with it for protection against that nest of vipers in the spires of Borlin. But he is a mighty elder amethyst dragon. We protect his lair, and he protects our minds.
Right. I'm just gonna like walk back over to Firentis. Not like as soon as I hear the mines thing, I'm just gonna be like,
Is the dragon's named Amatheus? Is that what I was
Hey,
getting
the
from that?
dragon's name is Amatheus.
Amatheus.
And almost reflexively, he goes, Amatheus? Wait,
Wait a second. Wait a second.
where did you learn the chant we give to him at night?
I bought some furniture from him once. It was really well made.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Seems as if you fellas need a little bit of rest. You're getting a little slap happy.
Before he leaves, I'm gonna be like, dwarven friend of Borlin, do you wish to join us for an adventure? Boring around here. Why don't you come with us and work on your skills of persuasion with the blade?
Yeah.
Well, the short answer is no. It's a little presumptuous of you to think that I need to hone my skills and that things are a bit boring.
Yikes.
I'm here to pick up the goods from Novi to take back up to Theradoom. Things are pretty. I've totally lost the accent.
Things are pretty. They're pretty. Aw, that's so
Go
nice.
to the pretty place.
Yeah. I want to see pretty.
Amadeus.
Amadeus.
Coming down the trail. Amadeus. See, that's actually our war chant.
Yeah. 100%.
I did not mean any disrespect. I just, a true master is always seeking knowledge. Always something to be learned. I understand that you're skilled. There was no comment about your abilities, just your curiosity to learn more.
There's plenty to learn up in the mountains.
Do you go by the spire on your trip back and forth?
No.
Good.
Why would we go by that godforsaken place?
That's why I was asking. We're new here.
I'm going to, because he's with the guards, right?
Or he
Yeah,
has
well, he has stepped into the room. The room is open.
Yeah. And the guards are kind of in the doorway or by the doorway. Or did they leave or?
No, they're still in the doorway.
Okay. I'm just going to turn to the guards and be like, tell your crystal lady we'll go kill the fish thieves or whatever. And then I'll turn back to the dwarf and be like, you want to stay for dinner? He has special spices.
They do cool stuff.
And I'll be honest with you guys. And now he's a pirate.
I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Pirate on our team.
Put your peg leg up in line.
Joke's on you. We were actually the only
Right,
dwarven navy, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
where
yeah.
we got our.
I'm going to sit a while and listen.
I'm going to be real honest with I can't get it back.
You
It's
got
gone.
this.
It's
No,
lost
you got
forever.
this.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't have it, Perk has it.
Yeah. Just be perk serious.
I'm going to be real honest with you guys.
Hey, you found it.
Hey, there it is.
There's really no way I should be seen with you.
Oh.
You're a bit of a anathema in the town lately. Or now. Until you've proved your trust to Novi.
Googling anathema. Okay. Got it.
I don't think it would be good to be seen with you.
We feel that way a lot around him.
A ceremonial dagger. I typed it in wrong.
Especially if the Underking were to hear about me here with you.
We wouldn't want that. If you ever do change your mind, or you want to join us later after we've proven ourselves, I would love to have your blade by my side, biting into our enemies' necks, and your shield upon my back, protecting us from the arrows, from the onslaught of the enemies.
Sassy cooks and those spices.
And then we sit for a long meal afterwards, basking in ale and shouts of victory over our enemies.
Huzzah!
Aye. Aye, I do miss the sweet song of your blade.
It's a little.
Perhaps one day I'll hear it again,
Aye.
either in this life or the next, brother.
Is he gonna be? I'm gonna stand up to go for a handshake, and I just want to see if he's gonna be repulsed by me or not, or like a dwarven handshake, like we grab each other's arms and pull each other in tight.
Yeah. Stick your tongue to mine.
Yeah.
He for a second he starts to go for it, then he goes, and then he just gives you a fist bump.
And I just nod knowingly.
He does explode it afterwards, though.
Yeah. Does he do like a little snap too, or is it just?
Yeah, he kind of fist bumps it, snaps, and then.
Yeah. All right, as long as that
when
snaps in there.
When they do their snap, like I want to make little sparks appear on their fingers.
Oh.
Okay.
But
He goes.
can mine appear naturally because I got claws, or are they wooden claws?
They are wooden. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, no, it's probably best not to then. That's
All
fine.
right, instead of a spark on his, then I'm just gonna do like a little puff of wood chips. Yeah,
Or just dust
yeah,
pouring
yeah,
from
like
my
little wood
fingers.
chip dust. Yeah, like a little.
I like
Since
it.
you can't spark.
Hey, well, I'll be taking my leave now. Borlin. The
Aye.
rest of you, who I don't know your names. Wonderful evening. May your axes stay sharpened.
And may your shield be thick.
That's what my
Aye.
wife told me.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
All right. So he's left or leaving now. Do we want to take a long rest for the night, or do we want to discuss anything else?
Ah, yes. We would like to discuss as a whole.
I have some holes that you could discuss. That's for sure. Yep.
But first, we take this time period and we stretch it out with nonsense until Mr. Elmmerfudd is back. It is what we in the business call a vamping.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna come over to you with my claws, and I'm gonna try and scrape the amethyst and see which one's stronger, your amethyst or my claw, and which one dents first. Or like do like the gold scratching test, you know, like you scratch it on different materials or whatever. We're doing that with your amethyst and my wood claw.
Okay, I like this. So you're gonna come over and scratch at my knuckles,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would like to go. Okay, my turn. And I, instead of scratching at your claws, I'm just gonna grab your hand and non-lethally give you a shocking grasp. Can I like do? No, I suppose I can't do that like low though. Can I? That's only 1d8.
I'm already over half injured from our last fight.
Oh, okay. Oh, we haven't. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I have nothing on me.
I'm
you-
low already.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I wouldn't do that then. I thought everyone was full health. I forgot that you took damage.
Yeah, we got a long
Yeah.
rest. You guys don't care. I care. I need a long rest.
What? You don't need a long rest.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
you're
if
not
you're low on
blighted
hit points,
or anything.
yeah.
I'm a little
You'll
stiff.
be good. Just walk it off.
Let's see.
I don't
Well,
need a long rest. I think I'm.
Have we gone in a direction that you were thinking, or have we strayed way off path so far?
Actually, you guys are right along with where I've prepared. But I also
Riding the rails.
Yeah.
I try very hard not to set rails, which is why I was like, he could give you stuff, but you guys can just kind of investigate and find things to do around the town. But then you guys were like, give us something specific, and I was like, here are 3 things.
I think we should look in the walls. It's the easiest place. Plus, we don't have to leave town.
I'm fine with it as well.
Looking
I'm
in
down
the-
for
in the walls?
anything.
Yeah, he said something about
Yeah, it's the
stuff
looking for
in
the
the
people
walls.
or whatever
Yeah,
that are
looking
in
for
town.
people.
From the window to the walls.
Yeah, I'm open.
Walls.
I'm open to anything.
I was just thinking that because it's the closest. Because if we do the mountain over the mountain pass, he may die before we get back.
Yeah. I definitely would be concerned of a time thing, because I already was trying to push that with them.
Yeah.
So
since they won't give us an actual time, I say we stay as close as possible and get what we can get done.
I agree.
That's my vote. So I should probably take a long rest then.
Yeah,
Uh,
I would think that would be the way to go. I was just
Yeah.
trying to kill time while we wait for
Right.
people.
I
Russ, did you have
understand
fried chicken today?
I did not.
Oh, are you
I did
okay?
not. I've been trying to eat healthier and
Hmm.
exercise.
That helps.
So today I had half a cinnamon roll,
Mm.
and then I had some Cajun rice.
Nope. Dude, cutting like liquid stuff too really helped me. You know, like drink more like just water, black coffee, tea.
That's all I drink. I drink
Oh,
water.
okay.
I
Alright,
don't really drink any sodas or anything.
I used to drink a ton of sodas and energy drinks.
I drink an energy drink, but it doesn't have any carbs.
Yep.
0 carbs, and it's just a bunch of vitamin B. So able to hold pretty tight to
I'm
that.
just trying.
But yes, you guys, going back to long rest, you guys are able to get a long rest.
Oh,
with
yeah, that's
no
what I'm
issues.
talking about. Let me do this long rest. Let me regain 19 hit points and 2 hit dice and 2 second wins
Right.
and a couple
Everything we
superiority. Yeah, I used a lot to pull that. To pull that spear out of that god's chest. I used a whole lot of everything, and if I could have fought half of our battles with all that, would have been a lot better.
Right.
Also, I was like, oh yeah, maybe this won't be that bad. I get the extra armor class, the extra 1 because I'm all wooden now. And then I was like, oh cool, got these spells. And then as we started, I saw all the disadvantages, and I was like, son of a bitch, Russell. Never mind, it's not fun anymore. I don't like it.
I don't like it one bit.
I
Still
feel
waiting.
like it was a decent balance.
It's a good
Here's
balance.
some cool things. You are also going to die.
Yeah, no. It was very much you can't keep this. Get rid of it. You're going to die. It sucks, but you still have some cool things with it.
I also like that you have disadvantage on
Everything.
Right.
Everything. Guys, don't ask me to do anything because I have disadvantage on literally everything.
Can you take charge
Also,
of everything?
speaking of which, as you guys are bedding down for the night, shortly before everybody goes into their slumber, you hear this kind of scuttling coming from over by Borlin.
Is it
I like
Borlin?
that. Nope. I know what it is.
Oh.
And you see this kind of twig-like. It's a very small creature, almost the size of an imp, and it kind of. And you can just see little silver eyes shining. And you see just a very small twig blight that has crawled out of his shadow.
Hey, little guy. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Come here.
And he like stomps towards you, like, and he's pulled like a little, what's it called? A splinter, like off of his back, and is like,
Yeah. You said this is a blight thing that came off Borlin?
yes,
Okay. Come here.
out of his shadow.
Come here, little buddy. How far is it?
And it kind of opens its mouth, and it's just filled with sharpened spines.
How close
it
is to me
is-
as I'm like, come here, little guy.
It's maybe 2 or 3 feet from you. However
Okay.
close you would be to Borlin as you guys are kind of bedding down for the night.
Okay, is it staying near him though? It's not coming closer.
No, it's staying near him. Yeah.
Okay, I'll crawl a little closer. Hey, buddy, what's going on? Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
And it kind of backs up and it like scurries up his shoulder and is like sitting on his chest.
On the little twig thing.
Yeah.
Coming
It's
out
like
of his chest.
hanging from it.
Hey, it's okay. Why don't you come down here and sit for a second? We'll talk. It's okay,
Oh.
little friend.
I wanna grab him, and like, have you ever seen Fantastic Beasts? You know, like with that little twig creature. That's what I want to do with him. I just want to like play with him in front of Firentis.
And as it's doing this, it's like got its little splinter that it's kind of like shoving towards you, but it is like playing on his fingers. And it'll like forget for a second and it'll be like, and then it'll remember you and go,
Can I see here, little buddy?
Yeah, I guess so. And I go to hand him to Firentis, even though he's trying to stab him.
Yeah. I'll reach towards the little buddy.
yeah.
How's it reacting?
Aggressively.
It's okay. Hey, buddy, it's okay. And then I'm gonna ignite my tattoo and stab it in the face.
Bye.
It's like,
It's okay, little
And
thing. Yes. Ah!
and then it just, and you kill it immediately.
I'm gonna pat him on the back, and then I'm gonna go back and lay down and go, "Good job, you keep doing that tonight."
I'm just gonna sit there with my mouth like kind of opened, and you know, I got like my bark face, and I'm just like shocked. I don't know how to react at all to this.
Borlin, in this moment, okay, as your friend, it is very important you understand that is bad.
That was
Oh.
the greatest thing ever. Hilarious.
Twig friend, not friend.
Twig friend, evil. You know that part of you that we're
Oh.
trying to fix? Twig
Oh.
came from that part of you.
Oh, you killed part of me?
The bad part, which helps you. I saved you.
Oh.
And at that point, you hear this other little rustling. I'm like,
Hey, hey, little buddy. What are you doing? And I will repeat it as long as I can, and I'll fall asleep at some point. But I will rinse and repeat.
This one
would
actually
comes.
just
Like,
have it in
As
the
he
head.
comes out,
Okay,
I want
if
to
this one-
hold it. I will hold him as Firentis is about to stab him, and I'm holding him out to Firentis. Like,
well, if this one says friend, like, will it let me hold it in my hand?
I
And then
don't
it
know.
bites you.
And if yeah, ha! And I like, I'll like Assassin's Blade flick my wrist. The tattoo turns, yeah!
The twig blight goes flying, and as it is falling through the air, you just swipe with your sword, and
Fruit
Fruit
ninja.
Ninja.
Yeah,
Fruit
yeah.
Ninja.
you hear it as it gets split in half. It goes, motherfucker.
Next one, Borlin, I'm going to go, pull, and I want you to throw it.
Funny enough, there's some little scuttle.
yeah. I'll do that for a couple and have a chuckle, then I'll go to sleep. They seem to be staying near Borlin.
They kind of sporadically come. It's like sometimes you'll be like, all right, ready. And then it's like, you're waiting and you're waiting. And then just when you get bored, that's when one pops out. So it's like, it's periodic.
Okay.
It's not consistent.
We just wake up and there's like 100 of them around him.
Breakdance mode.
Friend just wakes up and it's like that one movie with Jack Black where all the little people have him strapped down.
Oh, yeah,
I would
yeah.
I would like to do an insight check to see if Firentis knows how to Brazilian dance fight.
Let me roll for that.
That would be quite impressive.
I rolled a 4.
That is very craftily done.
So you do that with what you want, Rothnito.
Brazilian dance fight.
Yeah. Yeah, Firentis' idea of that is just giving everyone a wax. That's what he thinks it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him like, yeah, good job, Firentis.
I'm protecting you. I'm just like in my sleep sporadically going zzz, when I hear it. Zzz.
I like it.
You guys get a long rest.
Long rest.
Firentis, while you were doing whatever you were doing last night away from us all, we were talking about things that we should do, and Alynore brought up that it might be a good idea to stay here and figure out what's going on inside these walls.
And that way we're closer in case something happens.
I'm down.
And I also add value.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
when you guys wake up, there are like 4 or 5 little twig blights. They're much
Heck yeah.
smaller, and they have essentially built an effigy of Firentis that they are practicing stabbing.
Glorious. Yes, my friends.
Are we all awake or just Firentis?
Everybody's awake.
Wait, can this be
Firentis.
like a Firentis thing where he's like swears that the twigs hate him, but nobody believes it?
I think so.
Guys, you wouldn't believe what came out of Borlin last night. These little stick people, and they were like, "Ay, ay, ay," with these sharp, pointy teeth. And I just kept killing them.
I think it's time to dance fight.
What?
I think it's time to dance fight. Kill the
Brazil
little,
style.
Okay.
kill the little tree seeds.
What is dance fight?
Didn't you say that? Didn't you say that he thinks that he knows how to dance fight?
He
But
thinks
that's
it's a
up to him.
Brazilian
I was
wax.
just- Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a d20,
Okay.
whatever the number was. I was going to say that's the number I rolled. It wasn't going to be an actual answer. I can
Okay,
try
never
to
mind.
do a dance fight
No,
if you want.
no. Do you want to just kill them?
I mean, oh, you see them too? I'm not crazy?
I mean, you're crazy, but they seem to not like your light blade.
Does that look like me to you? That little thing they made? Or is that just me?
As soon as you look over Rothnito, you don't see the effigy. It's just little twigs, and they're kind of waving at you.
Do you see how evil they are? They built a statue of me and they're stabbing it.
I mean, I definitely think you should kill them.
You
They
did piss
start to
off.
grow flowers, and then they're like flinging them at your feet, Rothnito.
Yeah. Like the sooner the better. We should kill them.
Okay, yeah. Great idea. Yeah! And I'll swing through them.
And you just hear,
All right. So we're going to the plains to hunt for the fish stealer guys.
Yes.
They were saying hunt the walls or
Hunt the walls.
humans in walls or
What?
weren't you guys saying stay?
I wasn't
I'm
stay.
saying whatever. I'm saying whatever. I could care
okay.
less.
That's what everyone
Okay.
said.
You were gone.
Oh, well, I was gone. Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, I guess she didn't hear me, so
The other option that we were throwing around is that there's some type of like espionage or something like the traders inside of the town, and so they were talking about maybe doing that one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's right here. I mean,
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
tough because no one trusts us to get information, but I think we could probably figure something out. Right?
oh yeah, I suppose you're right.
Yeah.
If I just
Okay,
hide,
Yeah, let's go kill things.
Oh, okay. So we're
Yeah.
not staying?
No, let's go get the thieves.
All right.
Yeah, if it's gonna be hard to get information, no one trusts us, and the other option is go kill things. Like,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go
yeah,
kill
yeah.
things.
All right.
oh, you want to do this? No, let's do that.
So let's-
no, so we're going to do this? No, let's do the
no,
other
do
thing.
that.
All right, so
Just-
we're going to go to the plains of Shaka Khan and kill the
Go
fish
kill it.
thieves.
And hopefully Borlin doesn't die while we're
We
gone.
kill
Yeah, yeah,
Shaka
yeah, yeah.
Khan and her
Shaka Khan.
thieves.
I hit her, so sweet. To eat.
Like it.
All right. Do we need to talk to it? They said leave it to our own thingy, so I think we don't need to talk to anyone. We just go, right?
Right.
To the plains of Shaka Khan, which are you said southeast of us, right?
They
Southwest
are
of
on
us.
the other side of the mountains.
Other side.
Is that the one for the orcs? We have to go to the fish tower thing.
How come? Okay, then there was confusion because next to plains of Shaka Khan, I wrote this side of mountain because we made the joke that everything's on the other side of the mountain, and then you said, no, it's this side of the mountain.
I said the orcs were on this side of the mountain. They have been raiding on this side of the restless slopes.
Okay. I think you gave me bad information. Is what I think you did.
No.
No,
When I don't remember what the thing was, but we definitely made the joke about everything's
Yeah,
on the
there's-
other side of the
there
mountain.
is-
And then the next one
There
was
is
not.
something on this. Here,
Yeah.
maybe we should go talk to a civilian, and be like, hey, what do you want us to do to gain your trust? Tell us or else.
Nah, I think we just let's go fuck shit up.
I think
I
we
used to
kill
be an
Shaka
adventurer
Khan
before
and
I
her
took an arrow to
thieves
the knee.
Yeah.
and their airplanes.
They're in their airplanes, crazy modes. All right, then. I mean, at that point, since my notes were fucked, apparently, we're supposed to be wary of orcs, but they're on this side. We can handle that, right?
Definitely didn't kill any of their kin.
The overwhelming affirmation is just
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think whatever is closest and whatever is fighting something, we go for, and we just throw caution to the wind if it's the orcs.
All right, then we're going to the fucking orcs. Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
or whatever,
We had to kill
whatever
fish thieves
being
and-
died for your
Shaka
sins in this
Khan.
world. Well, Shaka Khan is the fish stealers, right?
No, I know. I'm never mind.
Oh yeah. To the fucking orcs.
what are, okay. What?
I feel like there's some misinformation going around here.
Just pick an activity and
you-
let's go.
You guys are recovering the Fisher Guild toll. Is that what you're doing?
Is it on this side of the
Mountain
mountain?
or the other fucking
Maybe.
side of the mountain.
Look,
So
okay.
maybe we
Right.
should reapproach this with.
all three of these events, all three of these possible paths that you could take
Okay.
are on this side of the mountain.
I love it. I love it. Let's not do the orcs.
Take place on the other side of the mountain.
Then what
You
the
guys-
fuck happened when I said let's go to the plains after the fish dudes, and you're like, that's on the other side of the mountain. This is what I'm talking about.
The plains, okay. The plains of Krimukan are on the other side of the mountain.
That's where you said the thief guys of the fish shit was at.
No.
I wrote it as you said it.
I said there was, I think I made a comment about them possibly being orcs and them being raided by orcs periodically. The orcs are from the other side of the mountain, but sometimes they show up on this side of the mountains.
All right, we said the fish thing. Let's go do the fish thing. If there's orcs there, we'll kill them. If it's not orcs, we'll kill them. Whatever it is, we're gonna get the fish toll back.
Honestly, all that you guys know is that there are 3 whispers that came to Starosta.
We would like Whisper B.
And that is
Just Whisper B is where we are going.
I wrote it down as you said it.
Wait, hang on. Borlin's just like so tired of this, and he's like, "Let's just fucking go."
That's what I'm saying.
He's like,
So what
"I'm
the
gonna go get that
Sarista
damn
said-
fish."
is that 3 whispers have come to his ear. If you are
Correct.
looking for something specific, there are 3 whispers that have come to his ear.
Yes.
A fishing hamlet west of here.
Yep.
Grigori's
Fishing
Reach
hamlet.
now lies dark, taken by the blight. Option B.
Okay.
Raiders from the plains of Krimukan have stolen the Fisher Guild's due. Without it, we starve. Option C. And someone within these walls consorts with unseen masters.
I think Rothnito said
Just
B.
because they are from the plains of Krimukan does not mean that they are currently in the plains of Krimukan. It just means that they're raiders that have come from over there, which probably means they're orcs, because your thing that you have says the orcs are on the plains of Krimukan. And they have come to this side of the mountain to raid.
It all sounds perfect when you're giving
I-
a small recap of a 3-hour conversation.
I think.
Which is why I'm providing you with a small recap of our 3-hour
And I appreciate it. I
conversation.
appreciate it.
I
So
would
that
just,
obviously my miscommunication can be clearer for you,
Thank
sir.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
Now, option B.
I cannot wait to do this to you.
You already do. Option
I do not.
B. I will spend all night finding nonstop clips and sending it to you.
we are.
Option
I
B.
just want to point. No. Hold on, though. I just want to point out that I did not even capture option C because I was too busy trying to write option B.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
Option
matter
C-
because
She's the only one I understood.
it doesn't matter because either way we are going with option B.
Option B.
Yeah.
Option
then.
B.
Let's
That's
go.
great. Where do you guys want to go to start your investigation of these raiders?
We have
That's cool.
the
To the
raiders
fish-
from to the Fisher
To the fish.
Guild dude something that Shaka Khan has.
We're going to the scene of the crime where the fish shit
You
was
wanna-
stolen.
So you want to go to the wharfs?
We sure do.
Okay.
Is he on the bridge? Little Star Trek
The
joke
bridge.
for you.
Oh, wharf. Got it.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. So you are making your way to the wharfs.
To the wharfs, correct.
A little worse.
You make your way down, and from the tower, the guards follow you. There were guards posted outside your door. As soon as you leave, there are more guards that come. You are followed by 4 guards at all times.
Okay, that makes sense.
They don't offer any advice, but they just kind of follow and shadow you. You make your way down to the docks or the wharf. And you are at the wharf. The wharf is bustle of activity. Let me just write down some stuff here.
Okay, yeah, no worries, buddy.
There's the smell of salt and brine in the air. And the wharfs are nestled at the foot of the fortified mountain town. Novi's docks cling to the banks of the Crystal River like barnacles to stone. Built on heavy blackwood pilings driven into riverbed silt, the docks groan beneath the weight of crates, ropes, and ceaseless labor. Mist curls from the cold waters, wreathing the low-slung barges and narrow fishing boats that bob on the current like exhausted beasts. Wooden piers stretch out in crooked arms, some newer, tar-slicked and orderly, others sagging with age and patched with iron nails and mismatched boards. Salt-stained stone warehouses, their tiled roofs sagging from long winters, line the dock front, while smoke-belching smokehouses and drying racks waft the sharp stink of brine and fish guts into the air. Rusted bells toll with the change of tides. Guild workers in oilskin coats and thick gloves unload cargo with practiced efficiency, shouting over the screeches of gulls and the groaning of winches. At night, a narrow stair carved into the slope connects. It's really awkward when you're like reading through a description and you come across something that's like they wouldn't know that yet, but you already started reading it and you're
Yeah. Edit on the fly.
A narrow stair carved into the slope connects the docks to the upper town, guarded by a pair of grizzled sentries and watched from above by a squat stone watchtower bearing the sigil of the Fisher Guild, a net threaded through with a silver trout. The docks are a lifeline to Novi, but they're tense, too quiet lately. The workers jumpy, glancing upriver towards the blighted woods, where the mist never lifts and too many boats never return.
Dun, dun, dun. Mysterious.
Can we see anybody to talk to?
There are a ton of people to talk to.
Okay.
The place is literally bustling with activity.
Okay. Start making our way through the crowd, looking for whoever is like in charge, or like go up to a dockhand or like somebody like that, asking for directions to wherever the fish master is.
Do you want to try to look for somebody who's in charge, or do you want to go up to a dockhand?
Let's go up to a dockhand asking for directions for somebody who's in charge.
So you walk up to a guy and he is pulling fish off of what appears to be a small fishing boat, and he begins to walk past you as you kind of stop him, and he goes, "Wait, what you need? What's going on?"
Or do you know where be the fish master?
Fishmaster. Well, they call me Fishmaster, but are you talking about a guild master, or are you talking about a cop, and what you need?
I be talking about the guild master, of course.
Oh, Guild Master Volska, then.
I be knowing where he is.
I be knowing where she is. Hey.
I appreciate that correction.
I just kind of want to lean forward and be like, "Aye."
Sounds like you're a bit of a sexist, if you don't mind me saying. But if you go, all right, you're going to go up here, 2 clicks, right? 2 ships, 2 docks, and you're going to be taking a left. You're going to go past a large net filled with sturgeon. If you hit a net with the silver scales, you've gone too far. Yay?
Aye.
Right. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a right. Right?
Right.
Right. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go past a young man. He's got a wooden leg. He'll be sitting on some boxes, probably begging for some coin. I wouldn't give him any. It's a fake leg.
All right.
Then what you're going to do is you're going to go past the whale's belly. All right? If you
Right.
hit the mermaid's kiss, you've gone too far again. All right?
Right.
Mermaid's gets too far.
And then you're going to come up onto a building. It'll be a big building, and it'll have the symbol of the Fisher's Guild on it, a net with a silver fish in it. Aye?
Aye.
Right. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to knock on that door.
Right.
Inside will be the Guildmaster.
I appreciate it. Is there any
Right.
custom that I need to bring for the guild master?
If you're investigating the raiders, she'll give you all you need.
I appreciate ye very much. Arg, ye have a good day.
Aye.
Why are you talking so weird?
I just awkwardly kind of like look at him. Bye. So start heading down that way.
2 clicks.
You remember all the directions.
Oh, you got this. I knew you were going to do it. Okay, 2 clicks past
2
the 2
clicks.
boats, 2 docks. Then you take a left. You go up to where the net is. If you get to the silver scales, you've gone too far. So we're going to turn right before the silver scales at the net with the or the thing. Then we're going to keep on going, and we're going to get to the belly of the whale, whatever that is. And then I don't remember, but we're really close at that point.
If you
I
something
think
about a
we-
mermaid's tail, you go on too
Oh
far.
yeah, the mermaid's tail. So we go to the belly of the whale. The mermaid's tail is too far. Then we will turn and look for the fish guild's symbol on their door. The
And then
big
we'll-
net.
And then we'll do hopscotch.
Yeah.
I was also listening.
As you enter the smoky interior
Oh hell yeah, we got
Of-
there in one piece.
the Guildmaster's Hall, you see a broad-shouldered woman in her early 60s, her skin sun-cracked and wind-tanned from decades spent working the docks of Novi. She wears a thick woolen cloak over a reinforced leather apron, stained with fish oil, brine, and ink from tally ledgers. Her left hand is missing 2 fingers, and she smokes constantly from a blackened pipe carved to resemble a river eel. Mira's gray hair is pulled into a tight braid crowned with shark teeth and copper rings, each one representing a profitable season. Her voice is raspy and sharp, like rope drawn over stone, and she walks with a slight limp from an old harpoon wound. Despite her gruff manner and impatience with fools, she has a tactical mind and a fierce love for Novi's working folk. Her office overlooks the wharves, packed with crates, maps of Crystal River, and walls covered in charms. Some salt-worn religious icons, others more folkloric, like bundles of dried reeds or tiny figurines to ward off the drowned. Hey, how can I help you?
Hey, we be looking for is this the guildmaster talking to us? Or is this somebody at like a secretary?
Are you asking her that?
No, I'm asking you that because you said that she was there. I don't know if she's the one talking to us right now.
The woman that I just described is the one who
Okay,
starts talking to
Okay,
you.
okay, excellent. We be here looking about or investigating some raiders. We want to prove our worth to Novi, and we'd also like to take care of them at the same time. Do you know anything about that?
Aye, so you're the one sniffing around about the tool. You look like the kind that had got a fish wrong-sided first. But I've no time for pride. Raiders hit my boats 3 times this moon. Took the catch, the tribute, and one of my best hands.
I wanna look at her hands because I'm stupid. I've never worked at a dock, and I'm like, both of them are there, not realizing this she's talking about a hand. But I don't want to say anything. I want to be discreet about it.
Being discreet about looking at her hands.
Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit discreet, like enough that she's like,
When,
but not enough that she's like, wow, this guy's an idiot.
Roll me a stealth check.
Yeah, give it to me, baby. Stealth check with disadvantage. Hey, guess what though? I already had that, so that one doesn't affect me. Oh, that's 20. Okay, what's
Oh, that's a
the
20.
other one? 11. That's not bad. I accept that.
She gives you a gimlet eye. She goes, I see you're looking at my hands. What, you never seen somebody with missing fingers before?
When I hear her make a big deal about her hands, I want to look down at my hands and see if the crystals are still there.
Crystals are still there.
Okay.
I just be admiring your battle wounds. I had many of friends who lost hands, and I appreciate a good hard working sailor.
It was a bad catch and a worse deal.
Where were these raids happening at, and where did you lose your hand, your best man?
Oh, I see what you're doing there. Clever boy. Clever boy. It was further upriver. We've lost him at various spots. You'd have to talk to the deckhands to be able to ascertain more. All I know is what they've told me. Things coming out of the dark. Wings flapping in the air, screeching, bloody, dark things.
Well, I can see you're a busy woman. Unless any of my companions have any questions for you, we'll be moving along so you can get back to what it is you're doing. We appreciate your time.
I appreciate it. Plenty to do.
Anybody?
I
I just got here. I'm sorry.
We talked to the guild master, and she said that she doesn't know anything, and that we got to go back to the deckhands. Just that they've been
no,
raided.
she told us that dark things are coming out of the water and people are
Oh, yeah.
screaming or hearing noises and
There's
screaming.
things flying too.
Oh yeah, that's
She
not
didn't
good.
say water. She said the darkness.
Out of the
Oh,
darkness.
it's the darkness. Okay.
That might be hand in hand with the option C thing too. If there's stuff popping out of the darkness, that might be what's going on in the court.
Guys, I got something that might blow your minds right now.
Everything you do blows
I
my
think
mind.
all 3 of them might be a little bit connected because they're all connected with the blight. Just a little bit, just a little
no.
tad bit.
No,
I'm
because
just
then
thinking it.
then it would have only
think.
been one option, and he very specifically said
Said
we
three.
had 3 options.
Yeah,
so
dude,
we
Well,
would have
here's the
really
thing.
choice.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing. He didn't want to railroad us, so he gave us 3 rails going in 3 separate directions
Yeah,
that
because they're
all
separate
lead
things.
back to the same rail.
No,
in the same
point
direction.
out
No,
that
he
I
wouldn't do
tried to
that.
leave it. Let me point out I tried to leave it open-ended. You guys wanted very specific options. I provided 3 specific options.
Yeah,
And they all have 3 different outcomes. So you
Exactly.
were wrong.
none of them are
Okay.
connected. That's
They're
crazy.
not
you would say that.
connected. They're their own thing.
You're right. They are their own thing.
Cool.
It's like the multiverse, and they're their own universes.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's like when you can take multiple exits to get onto the highway, but you're still on the highway at the end of the day.
Your
Sometimes I just
your
do the
thoughts are a
on and off
little strange.
Well, you see, here's the thing.
Fantastic. Okay, so things coming out of the darkness, and that's what's stealing stuff, not actual like dudes in a field we can kill?
No.
I'm excited about
and then
that.
she said if we want more information, we got to go talk to the deckhands.
Okay, to the deck.
Oh, we just talked to the deckhands.
Yeah, well, we didn't ask him any questions about the darkness.
Why not?
Directions. Like,
Why
no.
did you
Yeah.
going to say this whole trip? It seems so unnecessary.
Are you wanting a list of those deckhands?
Yeah.
That'd be mighty appreciated.
Oh, specific deckhands. Got it.
Let me guess. The deckhands are on the other side of the mountain.
I really
Well, yes,
want
you got
the one deckhand.
right over the top.
Can one of those deckhands be the guy that we talked to already?
I'm listening, Russ. Give me the names. Sorry about the rest of my party.
First person you want to talk to is Stumps.
Never mind, guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Stumps, got it.
Yep. He'd be the riverboat captain.
Good.
Why do they be calling him Stumps?
Because he has stumps, you idiot.
Oh,
Hey,
I thought he liked
but is
riddles.
it like is it his legs or is it his arms or is it all four?
It's all four.
He's Patrick starring it.
That's how you know he's a veteran.
What
Hey,
happens to the next guy that has Stumps? Is he like Stumps Jr.?
nah, he's got to be Stumpy.
Yeah. Stumpy, Stumper, Stumplestiltskin, the whole thing.
Actually, I'm just kidding. He's just missing his legs.
Oh,
Aye.
you're so funny. Who else do we need to talk to?
You could try Vera Nadaste.
Namaste.
That is a huge difference in names.
Very big difference in names. There are those that call me Tim.
She's a fishwife. She's not a deckhand.
That means she's married to a fish.
You know, you think you're real funny, but I don't think you are.
And I'm just sitting here. I'm like asking serious questions. Like I've never worked on a boat. I don't know what a fishwife is.
I mean, your defense, we are the midwives of Rot, so you know.
Stumps,
Guys, they're-
Firentis,
Is that your adventuring team name?
Well, that's what the god called us,
Yeah, you said
It
it's
is.
the midwives of rot.
which is a great band name, by the way.
It is.
Really good.
I think it's a great adventuring group name, too.
I'm not
The
sure
I
we
was
want to go
actually
with
going to
that, but-
propose Amadeus.
Amadeus,
Wait.
But I think
Amadeus
Midwives
the
of Rot is
mid-
better.
Amadeus, the midwives of rot.
Amadeus, the midwives of Rot.
You could also, you could probably also talk to Tyvo Hreshnik.
Tyvo
He's a-
Hreshnik.
He'll stand out. He's a half-orc mercenary.
Ooh.
Hired himself out on a few boats around here.
Okay. All right, so Stumps, Vera Namaste, and Tyro Hreshnik.
Also, try Luba the Toadkeeper.
All right, Luigi and Toad.
He's right outside, next room over.
Next room. Okay,
He's my
cool.
clerk
Clerk.
and the
him
ledger
first.
master.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll go talk to the clerk. All right.
And Ilian Drekov.
Okay. Where's Alien jacks off. Okay.
That's it.
Any
wanted you to
description
just-
words of Alien jacks off?
He's a teenage boy. You'll find
then
him
he does
hiding
a lot.
around here.
He does a lot.
Does he usually keep his hand underneath his desk?
This merc named Tyro. How do we find
Hey.
him? What does he look like?
Well, he's a half-orc. He'll stand out pretty well.
Yeah. He'll be a big boy. All right. Well, I guess we start with Luigi and Toad, who are the clerk in the next room.
Hey.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't call him Luigi and Toad to his face.
Okay,
How
dokie.
about Duel Maker Man?
Duel Maker Man. All right. Borlin, you've been doing great on the docks. That voice you have is great. I'd use that with the clerk, absolutely.
I think so.
Once you take lead
Try
again,
and
you're doing great.
try and drip some of your blood on him too.
You think he likes the Icar? All right, so we start walking over, right? We walking over to him. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
You walk into the next room, and it is fastidious, and it's
Looking
quite the
better.
change from like the smoke-filled interior. There are scrolls in neat little cubby holes all along the wall. He is pale and fastidious, and his glasses are perpetually fogged. His fingers are ink stained, and he keeps a dagger in his ledger as a bookmark.
So don't mess with him, I guess, a little bit. Mr. Firentis, do
Yes.
you remember the
Yes,
guy's
yes,
actual
how-
name?
No,
How may I help you?
he's the clerk.
Come on.
We were told.
I don't
we
have
were
a
told.
day.
We were told that you might know something about the people going missing or being attacked by the darkness.
Purses his lips, and he gets kind of. I don't know who told you such a nasty little rumor, but I do not know anything. Please leave.
Your boss told us to talk to you.
I'd like to
Well, we were
insight
fine to
check.
just make it quick and tell us what you know. Help us leave. Leave you alone. You can do whatever you want.
Insight check. Go
Insight
ahead and
check.
roll an insight check for him.
I
No. Firentis.
Yeah.
Roll an insight check for me. He's the one
Already
who.
Already did. It was a 4.
Oh, yep. Hard to tell.
Yep.
And Luba looks at you and he goes, "You spoke to the guild master."
That's we just talked to, right?
Yeah, we literally just walked out of his room.
Her room.
Her room.
Well, obviously you haven't spoken to her because you just called her a him. So, please,
Way to go,
leave.
Rothnito.
Excuse my friend. He's a little bit of a sexist. He doesn't understand that women are people too. I'd like to
I feel like
to
that was worse
apologize.
somehow.
Yeah.
Sure. I have these nice bandages around my body from donations. Would you like to donate? Do you have anything to donate to me?
No. Do you have anything to donate to me?
Yes. Questions. What do you know of the black flying things so we can be on our way?
We're trying to
I don't
save the
know.
town.
I don't know anything about black flying things.
Okay, well, there must have been some confusion. We'll go back and talk to your boss lady and let her know that she was definitely incorrect. And
That you
we'll,
don't
we'll
know
try and
anything.
figure out why she sent us over to you in the first place then.
Whoa. Nobody said anything about the guildmaster being incorrect. Well, that's not.
That's pretty
Hey,
much what you said.
She was clearly incorrect
think-
because you don't know anything. She must
Very
be dumb
wrong
or something.
information.
I will go
That's what
tell
you
her
said.
that this is what is happening.
I think she would trust me over you, and I think you are incorrect. So,
Okay, that's fine. We're just trying to help her, but
Actually,
you're too busy. Unless
that's
unless you
fine.
know something, yeah, we'll just go talk to her. It's no
Yeah,
problem.
why don't you come talk to her with us, actually? That is great, because then she will say, I told them to
Yeah.
go talk to you.
Yeah, it'd be good for her to see you when we tell her.
he kind of stands up and he scrambles and he moves kind of like a scarecrow. Just all legs and arms, and he kind of gets in front of the door and he goes, "No, no, 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 no! Look!
What?
There is no reason to involve the Guildmaster in our disagreement.
Okay.
I'll tell you
then
what.
Just tell us something.
I would be more than happy to tell you
Uh-huh.
for if there was only something that could jog my memory, something gold and clanky."
Or
I
can
want
hit you on
to-
the head.
You know,
I want to reach out to
these
go.
spells that I have that we do you like do you like the staff? And I want to hold up my staff towards him.
Oh no.
It looks like a staff. I don't.
Oh, do you see this gem on the top? And I just want to put it really close to his nose.
And it's kind of this long, pointed nose, and he's like, "Please, I don't know who you are, but your friend looks sick. Please don't touch me with anything that you own."
I want to.
Sorry. I just wanted to. You spoke of gold, and these spells that I have. They kill this ogre, and he was holding this staff, and I just think it's a cool staff, and I wanted to show it to you. Because the spells, they're not gold, but I still think they're pretty persuasive.
How easy was it to kill that thing, by the way?
Oh, I don't like to kiss and tell.
Oh,
It
really?
was an ogre. I mean, I'm sure he's killed many of ogre in his day.
Oh, I'm sure
No
he has.
big deal. Yes.
I'm
You
going
know-
to start coughing as this is going, and I'm going to start coughing very violently in the direction of the clerk and say, "I wish that we could get out of here quicker."
I feel it taking over me.
This is allergy season.
And there are actually black spores that
Yeah,
are coming
actually
out of your
Awesome.
mouth.
Awesome. I like this. This is great.
And he kind of pulls this lace handkerchief out of his sleeve and puts it up over his mouth, and he goes, "Please, all right. Look, here is what I know. What I know is that there are certain shipments that have gone missing. Not all of the tolls.
Here we go.
Hey, I've spotted a pattern in the raids. They only strike when certain guild members are in charge, which seems to indicate that there is some kind of inside link.
Who particularly is usually in charge when it happens?
There are a few guild members
Okay.
that this traces back to. It would be few key figures.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay. Q-Key.
The Dockmaster,
Dogmaster. Oh, okay.
Joran Skilnik, there's also the minor guild mistress of tithes, Melka Dravni. Also, Erden Velk, the quartermaster of storage docks,
No, but
and Olga Strass,
Olga
harbor scribe, and the holder of my former position.
That's a lot of people in. How many different people do they rotate through? That's a lot of people.
So Stumps
Hey.
is not involved with this group at all.
It's a rather large operation. The docks of Novi are a bustling enterprise, sir.
Do you have these people's schedule? I'd assume so if you figured this out.
What do you mean they're scheduled? They're here now.
Well, yeah, but you said it only happens when these particular people are in charge of the shipment. So, therefore, sometimes they're not in charge. Ergo, you have a schedule of when they're in charge.
Oh, you see, this is the pattern that I've seen. I'm not sure that all of these people are actually involved. All I know is that most commonly the raids happen when these particular people are in charge.
Okay. In charge of everything or just particular spots?
Well, they're in charge of different areas.
Okay.
They're like on shift with each other. Manager role, chef role.
They
Stuff like
correspond with each other based on different shifts. They also have had fingers in what's the word I am looking for? Arranging for certain things. The harbor scribe who would be in charge of keeping track of boats coming in and out when she has been on duty when some of those raids have occurred. Andrus Corvin, he has been a barge captain who has suffered through one of those raids but returned miraculously without any injuries.
Interesting.
The quartermaster, who is of course moving those goods and who is responsible for making sure that things coming in are accounted for and things going out are also accounted for. The guildmistress of tithes, of course, is who those goods then go through. And since the dockmaster overseer is in charge of the ships that come in and out, then of course, if something is going wrong, then he is the first to take the blame.
So should we go talk to this Kirky guy?
I guess so. It's a place to start.
I don't know. I mean, we could talk to Olga.
And we could work our way down. We already know the dockmaster. We talked to him once already today, right? That's where we started?
I think we just talked to a random
Oh,
dock
just a
hand,
random
didn't
guy.
we?
Okay.
Yeah.
Scribe. Maybe start with that. You're right. Scribe, but if we're going to threaten someone, honestly, the scribe would probably be the easiest one to threaten if we need to get information, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe Olga's the way to go.
Olga Strass.
Olga Strask. Let's go see if we can figure out where to find the scribe.
All the officials would be within this building.
Oh, do you know where the
Oh, that's even
scribe's
better.
office is? This is great.
I mean, can you just call them all here?
I would
Just kill
prefer.
them all in
I'm
one
sure
swoop.
you're wondering
We
why
did
we
it
called
with the
you here
little
today.
demon things.
No, I will not be calling people who are involved in nefarious deeds into my office and allaying suspicion against them for your benefit. But thank you.
No,
anyway.
no. We'll just kill them and then your problem's over and we move on and cure our friend and maybe you donate to my attire.
I would really like it if you left my office now.
Yeah, don't worry. We're not killing anybody. Don't worry.
I'll just
I give
kinda
you a
like,
big wink, Roth.
I'll just sigh and just walk behind Firentis, but not actually leave.
All right. Farewell, little whatever you are. Goodbye. And I leave the
Goodbye.
office.
Okay. And you guys are going to Olga Strauss?
Olga
Yeah, oh
Strask.
yeah.
Okay.
Was there a K in there? Brusk?
Strauss. Straz.
Oops. Crazy.
Why stop?
You are directed, as you ask around for her, you are directed to her office. As you walk in, she is kind of quietly writing. She's in dark robes. She's got large glasses over her face, mousy hair, and she goes, yes. How may I help?
I look around and I go, we made the
You.
right choice.
Am I
Alynore,
still?
do you want to take this
Oh
one?
yeah.
I got.
Oh, you
I'm
got this
just
one,
gonna
Matt?
stop
Alright.
everyone, and I'm gonna be like, I got this.
All right.
This is a very poor person, right?
There's
What do you
scribe. I
mean?
don't know if there's poor.
Oh, the scribe. Like, are they impoverished? Like, or are they well off?
It's hard to tell from looking at her.
I would like to take 6 of my gold pieces and walk over to her and hand her 6 pieces of gold and then just be like, we're looking for some information. We're hoping you could help us. We don't want to bother you too much.
She just kind of stares down at the gold in her hand and then looks back up at you. Looks at the gold. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The Grinch.
What can I help you with, sir?
I'm just going to turn around and look at Firentis and be like, this one's all you.
Get back up here. He did that on purpose. He saw the comfort.
I was prepared for how slow she talks. Hello, Olga. How are you today?
Good.
Good. Are you cold or anything?
Thank you for asking.
Of course, my dear. Of course, of course. So, we've been hearing from up high in the town, right, that there is something terrible going on where, like, stuff is getting stolen, stuff coming out of the dark and taking people. And we are investigating and asking around for any information we can find. If you happen to know anything, it would be big help to help the town out.
She kind of looks around and like, please, I don't want to be involved.
Well, giving us information is not getting involved in anything except helping everyone else.
The last time somebody came to my office asking about this, they threatened me.
They threatened you? Oh, no, you could never do something like that. We're trying to help people. Who else asked?
You don't look like the type.
I thank you. And you look like just the kind of person that just wants to help everyone and keep things going. That's why you became the office you're in, to help things move smoother, to help things get to the people. You're the backbone of the operation.
Well, it was actually because of the clerical mistakes I made.
Oh, I'm sure there's a good reason for it.
But he's perfect, right?
Of course. We just talked to the big boss here, right? And, she mentioned your name. That's good. She knows you by name, right? So, I mean, if you can help, we can put in a good word, maybe move you back up the ranks if you'd like.
I don't look. I'll here, and she slides kind of the small, like pocket-sized notebook across to you, and she goes, I've created a cipher, and everything I've witnessed is in there. But please don't tell anybody.
Oh, no. I've got whatever you want anyone to know, then I'll let them know. If you don't want them to know, it is safe with us. Don't worry.
Elga, real quick, I just want your feelings on a couple people. Do you know Yu-Gi-Oh Fingers? Is that his name? My
Bud's gotta stop butchering all these names because that's all I can remember them by now too.
I know.
Luigi and Toad. I don't even know what his name is anymore.
By the way,
I
in my
have no
notes, I
idea.
wrote down
Master.
Luigi and Toad. Yeah.
The Doctor Master.
The
Is that-
Dockmaster.
Wait,
I know
figures.
this one.
Wait.
Dockmaster isn't Kirky? Kirky's the Dockmaster.
Yeah.
Oh, I have. Who is Yu-Gi-Oh Fingers?
I have
The first name he gave us.
Kooky
Before Yorin
Figures is
Skillneck.
the Dockmaster.
What is it?
Kooky Figures is what I wrote.
Kooky?
I wrote Kirky fingers.
The Dockmaster is
Yeah.
Yorin Skelnick.
No, the person before Yorin Skillneck.
Oh, I put Kooky as the Dock. Okay, you're in
I
Skelnick. I wrote that one
Kirky is the
correct.
Dockmaster.
I put that.
I put
As well.
Another misinformation from Russ.
I had someone
Interesting.
Before, the person before Yorin Skillneck is who I had as a Dockmaster. And I heard
Same.
you say Yu-Gi-Oh Fingers.
Weird that all of us wrote Dockmaster for that. That's so crazy.
I
Huh.
don't know. There is nobody by that.
Hmm.
Idris Corvin, the senior barge captain.
I love that we all had variations of it too.
Of the same
Kirky,
name.
Cookie, and
I have
fingers
not,
and
okay,
figures.
here's what I'm trying to do. We'll simplify this.
Okay.
The person
turned
before
you- I
Yorin
turned you over.
Skelnick was Ilyan Drekov, who was
There was
a-
someone behind. You
Yeah.
said shipments missing, and then you told us. I wrote Kooky Figures, Dockmaster, and then Urin Skillnick, and
Yes.
then Makadragni, Erdenvalk, Olgastrask. So you definitely gave us another name and said Dockmaster
Yeah.
before Urin Skillnick.
And it sounded like Yu-Gi-Oh
It
Fingers.
sounded like I put Kooky
Don't know what
Figures.
you guys-
You wrote Yu-Gi-Oh
Yes,
Fingers.
Kooky Fingers.
We all wrote it.
We're
There's
all
a reason
voted
we all made
different
the
ways.
note, buddy.
I get it, and I get it.
Yeah.
Just
Have you
have
recently
no
had-
idea
Oh,
where
100
it came
percent.
from.
Yeah. That's too funny that
Have
it
you
happened.
recently had a head injury? Like
That's
you need to worry
so
about you going
funny.
to sleep tonight?
Look, I honestly, a lot of this I'm making up on the fly.
Yeah. That the fact we all had a different name and then he had it written nowhere is
sound the
incredible.
same.
Bad.
I
yeah.
love
They
that.
sound the same. I love it. Okay.
That was great. I'm glad we had that
the
moment.
point of all of this is, I ask Olga, please give me your feelings on these people. This Yu-Gi-Oh Fingers, the
Urine
Yorin
Skillnick,
Skillnick,
Makadragni, Erdenvalk.
Evanfeld.
Andros Corvan.
Do any of those names stand out? Anything we should know? Any words of wisdom before we go talk to these people?
Well, Yorin is he's a little rough for my taste.
A little
And
rough, yeah.
He's kind of got a reputation for a gambler.
Gambler. Okay. Oh, great information. Thank you so much.
And this mistress of the tides.
She's all right. She's a little stern, but I think she cares.
Well, that's very nice. Kind of like you. That's so sweet.
I'm not gonna sleep with you.
That's not what I was
And,
trying to do, but thank you for being forward.
And Evanvelt, or whatever his name is.
Erdenvelk.
That's what I said. Ergen Velk.
Yes.
Oh, he's very nice.
Very nice. Okay.
And real quick, this Skillneck, he cause you any harm?
No. I avoid most people.
Yep. Thank you.
Is there anything about your cipher we need to know before we take a look-see-wook-see?
It's all on the inside of the book.
Thank you so much for all your help here. Is there anything else you could give us to help us in this investigation and clear your name of anything and move you up the list?
Why would my name need to be cleared?
Just in case there are, I mean, everyone is saying it's someone else's fault. So, if we can work our way up this list and tell who's who, it'd be a very big help.
That's why I gave you the information.
Absolutely. I'm just wondering if there's anything else while we're chatting. It would be unprofessional of me not to double check that we have everything before I leave.
Should I be concerned?
I don't think you have any reason to be concerned at all. I'm just doing my job and making sure we're being thorough.
I don't think I could survive in prison.
That's why we're going to work very hard to make sure there's no reason. There's no reason for that at all. It's okay. Take your time. It's okay.
She just kind of like starts silently weeping.
Yes, there you go. Let it all out. It's okay. Everything is fine.
They always say don't. They always say don't drop the soap.
This is true. You should not do that.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, see, the problem is you need to clean yourself with the soap, and if you drop it, it's not in your hands to clean yourself with.
I'm just gonna step forward and grab Firentis on the shoulder and be like, I got this. And I want to snap my fingers and make her clean.
And she just, you see this kind of flutter of her hair, and she goes, excuse me. And then she just kind of waddles out of the room and leaves you guys.
Awesome.
Damn it.
Rothnito touched her inappropriately with his magic.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
She said clean, I cleaned.
Yeah.
And we will pick up during our next session
Perfect.
with the
I like it.
cipher with which you guys can
I'm excited
use
to
to
look at
further
that.
your investigation.
And then we can go talk to Skillneck and
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Kirky Fingers and all these other people.
So good.
It's too bad that someone recorded this.
Yeah. I can't wait to go back and find Russ actually saying it.